For the New York Yankees versus the Kansas City Royals, divisional game three, right here in the basement. We're in Kansas City. Series is tied 1-1, as most of you already know. The Yankees really need to come through on this one. Aaron Judge is up right now and gets out. They are 3 up, 3 down this inning, and that's all we got going on right there. Did nothing. So there you go. Oh, there I am in the background. Yeah, so anyway, that's what's going on right now. The Mets were losing 1-0 last I saw, and the Rangers start at 7:30 tonight as well. So here we go. Gunner, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Gunner in the basement. Zach is back. Another Cellar Dweller in the basement. What's going on, Zach? Manav, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Manav's in the basement. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. This game's got to get underway. The Yankees, you see Jazz Chisholm, I got to love it, man. Jazz says the Kansas City Royals got lucky the other night. He said they got lucky. Can you imagine that? Thanks for putting a little billboard material up there, Jazz, but we'll take it. Like that. I like that attitude, man. Got lucky today. Caleb's back in the basement. What's going on, Caleb, man? Quick inning, but good to see a little contact rather than strikeouts. Yeah. You know, I was watching a little bit of the Mets before this, and I was actually felt like I was watching the Yankees. The Mets had bases loaded in the first inning, bases loaded in the second inning, and nobody scored. That, I'm like, wow, that's what the Yankees do. The Mets don't do that. Wow. So that was kind of crazy, but here we are. Manav, you must be happy that your former head coach is fired yesterday. Yeah, you know what? I saw that coming. You know what would have made me happier? If they had fired Nathaniel Hackett along with him, Manav, because Nathaniel Hackett is a big reason why we look the way we do. This offense looks the same as it did last year. Robert Saleh was not a head coach, but a great defensive coordinator. Look at our defense. Our defense has been incredible the last 3 years. The defense has not been the reason the Jets are struggling. Look at Hassan Reddick. Woody Johnson wants him back, but Hassan Reddick isn't like a big topic. Why? Because their defense is playing great. The Jets' defense is playing great. We're in between innings right now, guys, in between innings. But the defense is playing great. So Hassan Reddick will be nice to have back, but they need a lot of changes on offense, man. They need to stop looking like the same old boring offense we've been watching for the last couple of years. Yes, you see I got him up there. Abdul Salam, part of the great New York Jets sack exchange. Salam, Klecko, Gastineau, and Marty Lyons, man. Those 4 guys alone, 66 and a half sacks in 1981, the year before they created sacks as a stat. That front 4 was dominating. ESPN's going to do a 30 for 30 on them. They're one of the top defensive fronts of all time. They're probably around like 5, 6, or 7. I'd put them somewhere around there. Had they gotten a ring, they'd have been in the top 3. So RIP to Abdul Salam. Phenomenal player, phenomenal member of the Jets, soldier of peace. That's what he stood for. Big shout-outs for Salam. I made sure I put his jersey up there today. So definitely sad day for that. Clark Schmidt on the mound. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Need this game, guys. How about the Dodgers losing? We'll get back into the Robert Saleh and all that stuff and what the Jets are going to do and who their next coach is going to be. And honestly, I think their next coach is going to be Mike Vrabel or Brian Flores. That's what I think their next coach is realistically going to be next year. That's why it's not going to be Belichick. The media will have fun with the Belichick thing for a long time. This is a Belichick kind of team, though. This is a Belichick kind of team. It's just that he hates the ownership of the Jets. That's why he quit way back in 2000. He promised to coach the Jets after Parcells left when Leon Hess was the owner. The new ownership, he didn't make that promise to them. So he quit in kind of a cowardly way on a piece of loose leaf paper and like cried his way out of New York. But would I would take him as a coach? Yeah, I would take him in a minute. This is his kind of team, the defense, everything. But, whatever the case. We got 1 and 2 right now. 1 and 2. Clark Schmidt going. Come on, get him out. Up. Oswaldo Cabrera is back at first base today. So, and I like Cabrera. I'm a big Cabrera supporter, so it's good to see him back out there. Although Bernie did a really good job the other day. So here's Bobby Witt Jr., who MVP candidate. We know Aaron Judge is going to get it. Bobby Witt Jr. is an incredible baseball player, but he has not had a good playoff so far. I don't want to jinx it. Caleb, I got both Mets and Yanks on split screen. Both Phillies and Mets leaving, runners stranded all. I know, all game. I was watching the Mets up until this started. All game. I'm going for the Mets. All game they've had that, man. All game. It's really irritating. You know what it is, Caleb? Had the Phillies had a lead, then the Mets would have scored runs. The Mets don't score runs unless they're behind. Zach, gotta go. Just dropped in to say hi. Zach, thank you very much always for the support of the channel. And Zach is the greatest Port Adelaide Power fan on the planet. Because all the other ones we have not been nice, but Zach is the nicest Power fan out there. Caleb, I give some updates on Mets Phillies throughout the game. Thanks, man, because I'm going to be flipping back and forth with my New York Rangers starting tonight. New York Rangers starting tonight. So would be good to see Brian Flores get a never. Yes, Caleb, I kind of want Flores, believe it or not. I kind of want Flores. The guy is a no-nonsense kind of coach, and that's what we need. I will take Mike Vrabel also. That's realistically who we're looking at. All right, so we got one out. It's 3-1 right now. Come on, Schmidt. Come on. Belichick's not going to coach the Jets. If the Jets were any other organization with the same lineup, he would hop on that in a minute. Unless Woody Johnson just overpays him and makes him come. He'd probably come right over. Gunner, I feel bad for Bruin last night. Oh, my gosh. Where is Bruin? I know, Gunner. I thought about Bruin. What Froge, Fuzzy Bear. Froge, he texts me. He's like, we're going to I said, man, dude, it's just the first game. But, I mean, he can talk. His Panthers have been in the Stanley Cup the last 2 years in a row. He has earned the right to talk. So, it's back. Warning track. Soto got it. We're good. 2 outs. Yeah, Gunner, the Bruins got bombed last night. Bombed. I think it was like 5-1 in the second period. Manav, everybody saying what's up. Last time here in the basement, Johnny, I'm leaving for Portugal this Friday morning. I'll be on tomorrow, though. What time are the Yankees on tomorrow? Probably 7 o'clock again, right? Manab, we might get one more day with you. Hold on. Ground out to Torres. Over to Cabrera. 3 up, 3 down. There we go. 3 up, 3 down. Oh, Yankees play at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Dang. Yankees play at 8 o'clock tomorrow. I should be on for that. Should be on. Where are we at? Enjoy Portugal, Manav. I probably will be on tomorrow night, though. It's an 8 o'clock game. We'll see, but I should be. I should be on for that. Big importance. Let's see if I've been texting with Lou. So far, so good, but that Hurricane's heading right for them, guys. So far, so good with Lou. So far, so good. Swayman only just signed, needs time to get ready for the season. He didn't have a preseason. Yeah, that's true, Caleb. Remember, man, Caleb, funny enough, but I did live in Florida for a long time. I lived in the Tampa area for a while. I trucked the entire country. So the Lightning became my second favorite team. I was a season ticket holder for a while for the Lightning. So last year, like when they lost Vasilevsky for like 2.5 months, yeah, that's a big loss. That's a big loss. And then when he came back, it takes a little bit to get back into the groove for goalies. You don't just come out of the cold and be fine. And he had back surgery. So Tampa Bay, when I said the Panthers went through the Lightning in the first round, the Bruins in the second, the Rangers in the third, I mean, they earned their way, man. That is a rough road. That's a rough road, and they beat everybody. So I don't have anything to say. Even when my buddy wants to get on me and talk about, oh, yeah, the Panthers, what can I say? They beat everybody. There's no excuses. They beat all the top teams. They did. Gunner, a player like Swayman doesn't really need preseason. Yeah, he's a great goalie, man. You see Igor? Igor turned down 8 years, $88 million. He turned it down. He rejected it. That's the highest paid goalie of all time. He rejected it. We're kind of thinking here. I'll give you my thoughts on that in a minute. Grady, another cellar dweller, another Aussie in the basement. Grady, another Aussie in the basement. Grady, Caleb is also from Australia, and he knows a whole lot about American sports. Caleb, Grady actually knows a lot about American sports also. Grady's really good with his stuff too. So that's awesome. Rocco, you want to say hi? Rocco wants to say hello, everybody. Rocco, basement mascot in the basement. I should have his Yankee jersey on right now, but it's a little warm down here, and I didn't want to get him too overheated. His medication gets a little warm, so no Aaron Judge jersey for him tonight. But he wants to say, what's up? What's up? Austin Wells up right now. Let's go, Wells. Come on. So far, he's 2 for 7, 2 RBIs. He's been hitting. Wells has really been hitting. He's been really doing well. Bruin, another cellar dweller, another basement bouncer, OG in the basement. Rick the Ninja, OG cellar dweller in the basement. What's going on? Angus, another cellar dweller in the basement. Sorry if you guys have been in here. I missed you. Bruin, let's just get it out of the way. Bruin, not a good start to the season last night, buddy. Wells just struck out. Man, Seth Lugo was a bullpen pitcher on the Mets. He wasn't that good. He comes here as a starter. He's lights out. Lugo's been lights out as a starter for the Royals. He couldn't pitch his way out of a paper bag at bullpen in the Mets. Rick the Ninja, yes, got you. Grady's good. Angus, got you. Everybody saying what's up. Join the Rocco Army. Amen. October 24th, Rocco will be 14. 2-0 on Stanton right now. Top of the second. Lugo takes a year and a day to pitch. He grounded out to short. What's up, man? Come on. All's not Wells. Boom, boom. Pun intended. Ba-doom, boom. Psh. Here's Jazz. Jazz is getting booed. You guys heard what Jazz said, right? You guys heard what Jazz Chisholm said, right? He said Kansas City won because they got lucky. You know, like in any dog, any given Sunday, any dog has his day kind of thing. Jazz said that Kansas City won the other day because they got lucky. He said, they got lucky. They're booing the hell out of them now. Bruin, the team freaking sucks. Go Red. Come on, Bruin, it's one. You got 81 games to go, man. Come on. You sound like me with the Jets, man. We'll get into the Jets. We'll get into the Solid. We'll get into all that. You sound like me with the Jets, man. Crying the season's over. I'm already ready for Monday. Jazz grounds out. So that's 3 up, 3 down. Look at how the fans, when you say one thing against the team, and I get it, the fans should be booing Jazz. They should. I think it's funny. It's like, dude, he said the Royals got lucky. That's why they won. Didn't say, they're a good team. They really fought hard, all this stuff. He just said they got lucky. I hope the Yankees win tonight. Caleb, Bruins defense left. Capasso will have to drive. Panthers look scary, so I wouldn't look too much into it. Still got 81 games to play, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a long season, man. Look at the way the Lightning started out last year till Vasilevsky came back. I just was talking about this before, Bruin. I don't know if you were here or not, but I wouldn't worry too much. I mean, that's the best thing about baseball, hockey, and basketball. You got time to make up for stuff. Football, it's like you're 2 and 3 or you're 1 and 4. It's still a long season, but you can't afford to, let losing streaks happen. But we all seen it every year in football, man. How many times have teams started out 2 wins, or the other side, 4-0, 5-1, and then blew. Remember the Dolphins a couple years ago? They were 6-0. They didn't even make the play. I know Tua got hurt, but they weren't prepared. So anyway, way back. Another cellar dweller, another Ozzy in the basement. Way back's here. What's going on? What's going on way back? What's happening, man? Mets almost tied it on a grounder down the foul line. Just went foul. Come on, Rocco. Rocco is hold on, guys. Hold on. He's not having a good arthritis day, guys, so bear with me. He's a little uncomfortable. He's got his medication and stuff, but he's just a little uncomfortable today. So bear with me. What are you doing, Rocco? Can't. Rocco, what are you doing? I'm going to have to hold him a little bit. His legs are hurting. For those that don't know, everybody should know he's got really bad arthritis, so his medication's in him, but he's having a little rough time getting comfortable. So here's Salvador Perez, who feels like he's been in the league 100 years. Feels like he's been in the league 100 years, and he can still bring it, man. So here we go. No one's really getting hits on either team. We're in the bottom of the second inning right now. Clark Schmidt only about 12 pitches in. Another beautiful spring day here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we're at the point here way back. It's the fall. We get the middle of the day. It gets like really warm, and then it lasts like a couple hours, and then boom, goes right back down. So right now, Perez is 2 for 8 in a home run in the division series here. Big part of this team, big leader. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I don't see how he's not a Hall of Famer. I think he is. Cullen, another cellar dweller. Where's Cullen? Oh, there's Cullen. Cullen, another cellar dweller that Ozzy accounted for. What's up, Cullen? I had you, and then I lost you, then I had you. Caleb was watching Dodgers Padres instead. Arena reminds me of how Rod Lever looked when the Kings and the Yotes played here in Melbourne last year. I think don't you guys have an NFL game coming there next year? I think you do. I think you guys have an NFL game coming there next year. Yep, way back. Yeah, he's feeling it a little bit. His legs aren't feeling. He can't get comfortable. Arthritis is. I feel badly for him because even when he has his meds, sometimes he just cannot get comfortable. So he gets very antsy. Clark Schmidt right now. We got 1 out. Beautiful. Yuli Gurriel, man. Remember, he was on the Astros for a long time. This guy's 40 years old. 40 years old, still playing. He's definitely got the playoff experience. So. Oh, no! That better go foul. Off the wall. I thought that was gone. Wow. I don't know how that stayed in the park. I don't know how that one stayed in the park. Wow. There were rumors about an NFL game at the MCG, but the issue is trying to make sure it doesn't collide with an AFL Grand Final. Yeah, that would be a problem. The NFL is trying to go all over the world right now. Trying to go all over the world. They were what? Brazil. That opening Friday night game was in like Brazil. So we got a man on second. I mean, he clobbered this ball. I don't know how this one stayed in the park. I mean, literally off the wall. Like, I don't know how that stayed in the park. I thought that was way gone. Way gone. My daughter had to put their 16-year-old black lab down last week. Oh, man. I know. Man, it is the worst. Being the Grim Reaper is the worst. And you know you're doing the right thing when they have no quality of life left. I had to do that with my trucking dog, Max. He was 15. It was awful. That was 2 years ago. It was awful. Awful. That was the worst day of my life. It was horrible. You pray. Like with him, I pray if he passes, let me just find him, asleep in the house. I don't want to do that again. But we're not near that now. Well, I hope not. I mean, he has, enlarged heart, enlarged liver, really bad arthritis. Some days it's really hard for him to walk. So you never know. We're just enjoying every day with him. So yeah, way back. That's the worst part, man, is that part of that time comes around. It sucks. Sorry to hear that, man. Mets got the bases loaded with no outs. Well, can they get some runs? Let's go, Mets. Come on, get some runs, man. You don't want to go back to Philly when face Wheeler again. You don't want to go through that again. They got away with beating Nola yesterday. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. Still 2-2. 2-2, 1 out. Bases juice, nobody out for the Mets. Yep, Rick. Okay. Gunnar, what are you expecting from the Jets on Monday now that you'll have a new head coach? I still expect them to lose. They still have Nathaniel Hackett, Gunnar. Nathaniel Hackett should be gone. Like you said, Gunnar, the Jets defense, and that's what Josh Allen always talks about. I'm concerned about what I have to face, and that's that defense. Sam Darnold has thrown 2 touchdowns or more in 4 straight games. He's been lights out. What do you do against the Jets defense? 179 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. He did nothing. The Viking offense really didn't do anything. They scored on a pick 6, and they scored on the other one drive where the Jets had 2 pass interferences and an offsides, which put them all the way down the field by they had to score a touchdown. But that was the first game where Minnesota's offense really didn't do anything. On their own drives without any help from us, they got 2 field goals. That's it. So, Gunny, you're correct. The defense is a problem. The offense got to get going, man. They got to do something. Struck him out. Struck him out. That's 2 down. 2 down. Phil's got a force out at home, 1 out base. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Keep fighting, Rocco. He is Manav. He's basement strong, man. He is. One thing about Rocco, he's a very stubborn dog. He will not go down easy. He will not go down easy. You guys remember about a month ago, his glands were so swollen. They were so badly swollen. It wasn't barking. He was lethargic. You guys saw him. He's fought back from that. Those antibiotics worked, and he's fought back from it. Strike 1, 2. Come on, 0-2. They got a runner on second. We got 2 strikes on this guy. Come on, get him out. Come on, get him out, Clark. Let's go. Nope. Ball. Royals have done a good job running up our pitch counts. They sure have, man. Everything I've read about how he was fired is crazy. Yeah, you know one thing? I got to say something. One thing. Hold on. Let me get through this pitch. 1-2. Schmidt setting up. Come on. Come on. Get him out. Pitch clock counting down. 4, 3, 2. Come on, Clark. Throw it. All right. Another foul ball. I'll get to that in a second, Gunner. Of course, now that I say that, it'll be like a 15 pitch at bat. Schmidt's already at 28 pitches through 2 innings. Come on, man. Come on. Grounder to Cabrera, flips it to Clark. Out of the inning. Out of the inning. Oh, no, it's on Bruin. The Rangers are on. They're on TNT. Rangers are on TNT. It's just getting ready to get underway right now. Yeah, the solid thing, Woody Johnson wants to win right now. Should he have fired him in the offseason then? Yeah, he should have fired him in the offseason. He should have fired him after the season. Nathaniel Hackett should be gone. We all know why Nathaniel Hackett's not gone. It's almost a waste of time for anybody to talk about it. But Robert Saleh is, to me, I guess the players liked him, but he wasn't a good, you're letting your assistants run the show. Whether he's with Rodgers or not, you're letting your assistants run the show. Hackett is accountable for this horrendous conservative. I'll put you this way, guys. You want to hear an interesting stat? Listen to this. Last year at this time, the Jets were 2-3 with 93 points with multiple quarterbacks. right? This year, we're 2-3 with 93 points and one quarterback. We are in the same statistical position as last season, except Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson have gone down a little bit. This is what's insane. This is what is insane. 1 second, guys. This is what's insane. Come here, Rocco. Here, take this. So Robert Saleh took the fall. He's a coach that really didn't take the reins. I don't think he had good I don't think he had good, like, I'm in control of this team. I'm the one with the power. I'm in control of this team. We're not calling this kind of play. He still has say over what plays go into the game. So Ulbricht's stepping up now. He said everybody's going to be accountable. We're playing under what we should be playing. He's saying, all the right things, but maybe he'll be more aggressive. I don't think Saleh was aggressive enough. Remember, guys, when I was calling the game here live, what did I say Saleh said at halftime? When the reporter asked him, what changes do you have to make? We were down 17-7, remember? What changes need to be made, you think, to come into the second half with a different look, different thing? He said, we're going to keep doing everything the same, and it'll all work out fine. That's what he said. And that's what he always says. No changes. If you're not going to make changes and you're not going to call out your assistants for making calls, your coordinators for making the wrong calls, you still have to agree to what's being sent into the game. So really, it's Nathaniel Hackett to me more than Saleh. But Saleh, that's where his responsibility comes in. He wasn't taking the reins. And he's a bit of a fanboy, if you ask me. He's a bit of a fanboy. Like, Volpe's up now, leading off top of the third. Lugo only has thrown 16 pitches through 2 innings, by the way. So for him to be fired now, he should have been fired at the beginning of the season. But Woody Johnson's getting older. He's tired of losing. He's tired of his team being mocked and being called the worst run organization, or one of them anyway. And he's even telling Hassan Reddick to come on down. He's telling, they're probably going to trade for Devontae. He wants to win right now. He doesn't want to wait another year. He doesn't want to wait 2 more years. So I respect the fact it's like too little, too late, maybe, but at least he's doing something. So we'll see. Volpe grounds out. Oh, he might have beaten it. He had to jump off the. Oh, no, he was out. Forget it. I'll take that back. Do I look like I have TNT? Funny, Bruin. I should really be flipping back and forth with the Mets right now more than the Rangers. I know the Rangers are just starting. It's game 1. Let's see if he was safe, though. Gurriel had to come off the bag. He's safe. Review that, Yankees. Review that. He's safe. Boone's not reviewing it. Oswaldo Cabrera's up now. Top of the third, 1 out. He should have reviewed it. He was safe. You're pulling for the Leafs, Bruin. You're pulling for the Leafs this game? I didn't think I'd ever hear those words come out of your mouth, man. You'll never hear me say that about the Islanders. There'll never be a situation where I'm pulling for them. Gunnar, I've got a question for the Aussies. How common is it for the AFL coach to be fired mid-season? Does it happen like it does in the NFL? Good question, Gunnar. That is a good question. I'm only 2 years in. I can't answer that. Maybe Caleb can, or way back, those guys. All right, so we got 2-1 right now. Caleb. Lindor, grand slam. What? Let me flip to that for 1 second, guys. I'll be right back to the Yankees. Damn it, wrong. Cabrera. Wow, Lindor, grand slam. Take the Phillies out. Let's go. Bob, longtime cellar dweller, Big Bills Mafia, Buffalo Bills fan. Bob in the basement. What's up, Bob? Stopping in to say hi. Rival week. Yep, rivalry week. I'll be here Monday night. Bob, thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. I'm a little behind in the chat here, so you might have left already. But if you haven't, Bob, yes, Monday night I will be here. And I'll be wearing my Abdul Salam jersey in honor of him. Never realized Stolars was so tall. How tall is he? I didn't even know how tall he was. Manav, Phillies will make a comeback. No, they won't, Manav. They're done. They're done. The Mets cannot allow themselves to go back to Philly playing Wheeler. So Yankees got Cabrera on first. Alex Verdugo is up now. Caleb, knowing the postseason, Manav, I wouldn't be surprised. It's true. Anything can happen. Way back to saying October 25th, MCG, Rams, Eagles. Wow, that's a good game. Way back. You guys got to go to that. That's a game to go to. Rams, Eagles is a good game. That's a good game right there. Canadians already scored. Oh, wow, really? Canadians are trash. Typical Leafs. Come on, Verdugo. That was right over the plate. Sometimes I think guys, not just Verdugo, I think there's players that just like overthink when they're at the plate, man. That curveball landed right over the button. Boo Canadians, Gunner, boo Leafs. Gunner hates the Leafs. I know Gunner will never go for the Leafs. Gunner will never go for the Leafs. Bruin, I'm kind of surprised you're going for the Leafs. But anyway, this is fun watching you two go at it. The basement bouncers are going at it. There we go. I actually pulled for the Rangers when they played Carolina. Did you really, Rick? Wow, don't tell other Islander fans that. Did you really? Rick, man, you and I are Arsenal fans now. You know what, Rick? The minute I start getting into soccer, I got to wait 2 weeks to watch another Arsenal game. I've watched 4, 3 on replays. So now I got to wait 2 weeks. Well, like a week and a half now. But Rick, I think I'm going to do that Arsenal game live. Why not? Why not? I think I'll do that game live. It's on at like 12:30 in the afternoon. Verdugo flew out. Dang, come on. And he just cursed because he knew that ball, he could have hit that one out of the park. He'd love another shot at that. Not much these days, Gunner. It used to be a thing. Oh, getting fired. Really? You getting fired mid-season? That used to be a big thing? Wow. Gunner, go Canadians. Go Canadians. This is great. Basement bouncers going at it. Love it. Rick the Ninja, I actually pulled for the – I just read that. How did I fall back? Oh, I hit the scroll and didn't even realize it. I'm reading the same things over. Bruin Stolars is 6'6". Really? Oh, I didn't know he was that big. By the way, speaking of big guys, Matt Rempe better like balance himself a little bit this year and slow down on the Slapshot movie stuff. Gleyber Torres up, 2 men out. Oswaldo's on first base. LOL, I know. Yeah, don't tell any Islander fans that, Rick. You might be discommunicated or whatever they call you when they kick you out of church. Excommunicated, that's what it is. They might excommunicate you knowing you went for the Rangers. So anyway, you and I are Arsenal fans. We're Jet fans. Rick, it's time you come over to the Rangers. I think that was a cry for help there, Rick, saying you went for the Rangers over Carolina. That was a little foot on the bandwagon right there. A little foot on the bandwagon. Rick, just be like Bruin and just say, I'm on the wagon. Bruin, took the Band-Aid, clean break, just rip it off. Get rid of the Islanders, Rick, and come over. That was a little cry for help there. You went for the Rangers. As an Islander fan, you went for the Rangers. A little cry for help right there, Rick. So do what Bruin did. Be a man and say, I'm on the Rangers wagon. He said, forget the Giants. He's on the Jets wagon. He didn't care who made fun of him. Come on over, Rick. You know you want it. You know you want to. Come on, Rick. Oh, I am going to do it. The Arsenal game? I'm going to do it, Rick. The only reason – oh, is that fair? Oh, no. Rick, the only reason why I'm saying I'm not sure is because it's 12:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday. As long as we're home, I'll do it, Rick. I want to do Arsenal game lives. It'll draw in more people to my channel, too. Because, by the way, USA Soccer is playing Saturday night at 9. Since soccer games are so quick, I might actually do that game. I might, but we'll see what happens. Look at me talking all this soccer. 2-2 right now, 2 outs. Lou goes up to 38 pitches, so we've got him at 22 pitches in this inning. That is really, really good. Problem with going to NFL game. Hold on a second, Caleb. Let me see this pitch. Full count. Tickets will cost an arm and a leg. No doubt they will. No, and the NFL will make sure of it. I had an obstructed view of the NHL game in Melbourne. It was like about $70. And it was when you go to a hockey game, Caleb, let me tell you something. You want to sit in the upper levels. You get an overview of the game. It's great when you sit more in the second or third level over here anyway, because you can oversee the game more than sitting. Glaber, drop. Oh, that was foul. Oh, my gosh, man. It was just foul by this much. Caleb, for comparison, lower-level AFL games are about 78. Okay. Was that really? That was like I'm not kidding you, like 2 inches foul. Angus, I sent you a link to an Amazon Video Prime series on Arsenal. Jay, really? Oh, that's great, Angus. Thanks. What, in the Discord? Way back. Haha, Bruin. Don't you live close to the border? Yankees are reviewing it. If that hit the line, what do? I mean, Oswaldo was rounding third. What do? You put Oswaldo at third? He was rounding third. He was trying to go home. Three teams I despise. Okay, Angus, thanks, brother. Gunner, 3 teams I despise the most are Toronto, Ottawa, and Boston. No offense, Bruin. That's okay. I tell Rick all the time I hate the Islanders. That's all right, Bruin. We're all basement in here, man. We bring it real. But don't worry, Rick's going to jump over. He sent that little cry for help out. He's going to jump on the wagon. He wants to come to the Rangers. Come on over. Come on over. Forget the Islanders. Get rid of that wart. Get rid of that wart that the Islanders are. You're already a Jets fan. You might as well come on over, man. Let's go. Obviously, an Arsenal fan, I can never go for Tottenham. I'm starting to learn the rivalries, Rick. I'm starting to learn the rivalries. I know Man City is a big one that everybody hates. So I got that one down. Bruin, I guess that makes sense, Gunner. Bruin, I can't even believe you're going for the Leafs. Yeah, proximity to Buffalo, just like Toronto's like right there. So is Detroit, for that matter. Toronto and Ottawa are both unpopular in Buffalo. Ottawa is just like they're just like Ottawa. Like nobody cares about Ottawa anyway. I guess people in Ottawa do, but Ottawa I can't see being a big team in the States. They're like 7 Canadian teams in hockey, 7. Wait, what are they calling here? They didn't overturn it. That was close. That was close. I don't know, man. Let's see it again. But it looked like some chalk came up from the line. It looked like it hit the line. Well, anyway, here's Glaber. Hit a 2-run homer now after all that, Glaber. To the warning track. Fact about seeing hockey game up a bit. Same with soccer. Yeah, if you really want to, watch a good hockey game and you go to one, you got to sit up a little bit so you can get an overview, man. You can get a real good overview. Didn't look foul on TV, right, Rick? Some of the chalk came up. It hit the line. You saw a little chalk, kind of just spread out a little bit. I don't know what happened there. Caleb, Oswald was flying as well. Yes, so that's my whole question. What would you have done with Oswald? Had they called that fair, what do you make him go back to third? Because he was going home. He was definitely going home. So I don't know what he would have done there. Bruin, upper level is where the real fans sit. I know that's true. It is true. Because you know what? When I sit lower level at times and you get loud and you go like, come on, let's go and all that, the real rich people, they sit low. They sit in those low seats and they're like this. Why is this guy so obnoxious and loud? Who let him down here? That is a good point, Bruin, because that's how they are. At any venue, basketball, hockey, football, baseball, they're all like that. The real fans are in the stands, like really up. way back, the trouble watching an NFL game at the G is the vastness of the playing arena. The players will be further away. That's true, and that's a problem. I was thinking about that because the way it's oval shaped, well, they probably will put the stands up a little bit. They have to adjust them. I think Brazil did that with their soccer stadium that the Eagles and Packers played in. The NFL would help out with that, though, how to make some stands a little bit closer. Lamario, another cellar dweller accounted for. Lamario in the basement. Well, Lamario, I'll tell you what, the Rangers are definitely winning that game unless they don't. That's what I can tell you. The Rangers are winning that game unless they don't. I'm flipping over right now. The Rangers are up 1-0 already. And yeah, Igor, I think Caleb, one of you guys said it. Igor is betting on himself like Aaron Judge did. Remember Aaron Judge turned down that $230 or $240 million contract at the beginning of the season? And everybody said, oh, he's going to lead the Yankees. Oh, he bet on himself. He had the 62 home run season, got a massive, massive contract. Igor is betting on himself. He turned down an 8-year, $88 million contract, which is be the most for a goalie ever, which I think is kind of funny to say because we know back 20 years ago, 30 and 40 years ago, no one was getting paid that kind of money. So it's a little funny to say the biggest ever. Yeah, it's the biggest ever, but in recent times, because back then no one would be getting paid that. Just like when they say, oh, this guy's the all-time home run leader in the playoffs, all-time home run leader in the playoffs in baseball. Well, guess what? They only started doing extra games in playoff games from 95 on. So to make it sound like they're better than Ruth and Gehrig and Willie Mays and Hank Aaron and all that stuff is like, well, they didn't do all these extra games in the playoffs back then. It really was a Ricky Bobby thing in baseball. If you ain't first, you're last. You won your division, and then you played for the pennant, and then you went to the World Series. And that's it. There was one. You were already in the American and National League Championship Series. After the season was over, that was what you did, and then you went to the World Series. So it's 1-0 Rangers. I don't know who scored the goal. I don't really know what's going on there right now, and I hate that they're both on at the same time. Lamario, who's winning? Oh, I just read that. Oh, Rangers are up 1-0, by the way. They're up 1-0. Bob, lead runner gets 1+1 bases. Yeah, I know, and that's what sucks, Bob. It's like he would have been put on. He was on first, so he would have been put on second, and he was already rounding third. You know, that's what sucks about it. Look at George Brett. So it's 1-2 right now. Clark Schmidt back on the mound, still 0-0. The Mets are winning 4-1 in the bottom of the seventh inning. And they have runners on second and third, one out. Man, they're going to put more on. Anyway, back to this. Bruin, you really need to learn about the Bruins-Canadiens rivalry, Johnny. Yeah, but well, I don't know. I know about my rivalries more than yours. That's true. I would know more about yours if you were in our division, but I don't know everybody's rivalry history. I know ours. I know the Rangers rivalry history, which is with everybody in our division. Outside the division, it's like kind of like when the Jets play the Raiders. It's like a rivalry because they've been playing forever since the beginning days, but they're not in the same division. You know what I mean? So I don't count it as much. But I do know that Gunnar would never go for the Leafs ever in life. So, but Bruins, Canadiens over the course of time, I mean, Canadians dominated a lot of teams, and I guess the Bruins were one of them, and back and forth and fighting and all that stuff. I know a little bit, but I'm not a historian on it. Caleb, AFL, there really is a bad spot, but because the field is so massive, it's hard to see up top. You'd either want to be middle or low. Football, you want to be more like 50-yard line. 50-yard line, little up, so you can see kind of both end zones. It is cool if you're low and you're in, one end zone, and you just hope a lot of touchdowns are scored there, because when they're at the other end of the field, you can't see anything. You want to be anywhere between the 40 and 50-yard line. Anywhere in that area, maybe one level up, and you're good. You're good. You'll see the whole game. Most of course, the execs, the corporation, most of the people, Caleb, that don't care about the game are sitting in the best seats, right? And they're sitting along that area right there, middle tier. That's the way it is over here too. Gunnar, Bruins and Canadiens have played each other 938 times. That's crazy. So, Bruin, if you guys have such a big rivalry, what? Oh, okay. Forget it. I answered my own question. Forget it. I almost put my foot in my mouth there. I caught myself. Over the past 100 years, too, Gunner. I'm doing good, Manav. Wow, let me catch up. All right, so it's 2-1 right now. Royals got a man on first, one out. Double play, maybe. To second. Back to first. Cabrera's been playing a great first base. You don't get rid of Oswaldo Cabrera in the offseason. He signed for 1 year. Think about this, guys. We got Cabrera for this year for $795,000. That's what he's playing for this year. $795,000 is what Oswaldo Cabrera. People are like, is that possible in baseball to get paid less than $1 million? Yeah, a lot of players get paid less than $1 million. Cabrera is one of them. But they got to resign Cabrera. DJ's done. He's gone. He's done. You got to keep Cabrera around. What is he, 25, 26? He plays every position except pitcher and catcher. That guy you keep around, period. That's our bench guy, and he better be for the next few years. Leafs are on the power play. That's crazy. Lamario way back. I can't wait for the new AFL season to start in March. Me too, man. I'm ready. I'm kind of spoiled, Lamario. I've been in the gig 2 years, and my team has made the grand final 2 years in a row. And the Lions have a team that can go back again. Bruin, who is the Sabres' biggest rival? Is it you guys or Toronto? Yep, easily Toronto, Lamario. Easily Toronto. Gunner jumped right in on that one. Watching cricket matches is much better, Johnny. Much better than what, Manav? What, much better than hockey? Is much better than what, Manav? Bruins are probably, only because we're talking about hockey, I don't know which sport you're talking about, Manav, what it's better than. Caleb always loved AFL rivalry games. Can't miss Pies, Blues, Crows, Port, Eagles, Frio, Pies, Bombers. Pies, Bombers, I know is a big one. I'm starting to learn a lot of these too, Caleb. I know the Crows and the Port are big because they're both Adelaide. I knew that one. The Pies and the Blues, I didn't really know about that history there. And West Coast and Fremantle, I know they're right near each other. But the big ones I really did know about was Adelaide and Port Adelaide and the Pies and the Bombers. I knew about those. Those are big rivalry games. Those I knew. Way back, the NFL played a preseason game back in 99. Broncos 20, Chargers 17 in Sydney. How did they set up the things there? We're at commercial break right now, guys. And while we are at commercial break, Rangers are still up 1-0. It's 10 minutes left in the first period. Man, I wish the Yankees weren't on at the same time. I want to watch this game too. But hockey's just starting out. It's like when the Yankees come back in April and we're doing Knicks and Rangers playoffs. Angus, I remember George Brett's Pine Tar. Oh, yeah, that was off of Goose Gossage, Angus. Goose Gossage was the pitcher. Remember that? Oh, that was the explosion of the century. Juan Soto up now. Lamario, Gunner, very disappointing start for the Sabres, but I can be good for the outcome. We might actually make the playoffs this year. Lamario, yep. The Jets and the Sabres have to break this playoff list streak that they're both on. Angus, corporations are pricing fans out of games way too much. Oh, yeah. You, as a fan, as a regular blue-collar fan, it is impossible to go to a game, especially if you bring in your kids. You got to save up for a long time. And that's why a lot of people have a problem with when players complain about what they're going to make, or during the COVID year when some players in baseball had to go. There were a couple guys crying like, hey, your salary is going to be cut just in half for this year and prorated and whatever. So goes like, I got to play for $8 million this year. Oh, boo-hoo, man. Boo-hoo. You going to play for $8 million? Yeah. Sorry. Give me a break. What, are you kidding me? That's what gets fans upset when people make statements like that. And then next year, you go right back to your 16, 17, 18 million a year, and that's not even a top player. Think about it. Josh Donaldson, remember that bum on the Yankees, Josh Donaldson? He was getting paid $25 million a year when the Yankees had him. And it wasn't because the Yankees gave him that contract. He got that contract. He came in with that already. $25 million a year for that guy. Juan Soto walks. Leadoff walk. Let's go, Aaron Judge. Come on, Judge. It's time, man. It's time. Gerdini, another cellar dweller. OG cellar dweller accounted for. The Grimace Mets. The Grimace Mets is out of this world. Why can't our team play like that? Why can't our team play like that? Now, you know what, Gerdini, I said this at the beginning of the game. I was watching the Mets for a little while before the Yankees came on, and I said, I feel like I'm watching the Yankees because the Mets had first inning and second inning bases loaded both times, and they got no runs. I'm like, wow, this is a Yankee game because that's what the Yankees do. But they always find a way. Like Judge right now, come on, man. We need a 2-run bomb from Judge. Gunner, I decided to Google who's considered our biggest rivals. It was order Toronto, Boston, Montreal, Ottawa, and then Philly. Really? Philly's in there? That must be really good rivalry because Philly's in a different division. So if they're on there as a big rivalry, that's like the Raiders and the Jets. It's actually considered a really big rivalry. Because it goes back to the AFL days. Judge, listen to me. Nope. Warning track power. He didn't listen to me. Warning track power. I hate when they do like the point of having 2 sports games going on back-to-back at the same time. It's tough because the playoffs rule, Mario, and that's the thing. Like when baseball comes back in April, we're all over the hockey playoffs and basketball. I'm all over the Knicks and the Rangers. You know that. And baseball, I watch because I do so much on here. I watch in April. I might have watched 3 full Yankee games in April. I'm serious. I think I watched like 3. Until the Rangers and Knicks were eliminated, then I started looking at the Yankees a little bit more. So it really depends. Last year, we were doing Ranger games right now because the Yankees weren't even in the playoffs. And neither were the Mets. So there was nothing to do on that. And by the way, I am going for the Padres. I am a Dodger hater. I'm going for the Padres. Major League Baseball will have a stroke if the Yankees are eliminated, the Dodgers are eliminated, and they had like a Detroit San Diego World Series, because that's not like a nationwide World Series. They want the MLB is crying for Yankees Dodgers. I'm not saying because I'm a Yankee fan. They're crying for Yankees Dodgers. Austin Wells strikes out. So here we go. Leadoff walk, out and an out. And that's the middle of our lineup. This is what I'm getting sick and tired of watching from these Yankees. We get something good to start and then out. Come on, man. And Aaron Judge, I don't want to start calling him the A-Rod of the Yankees when it comes to the playoffs. Historic regular season numbers, both of them, and then the playoffs, nothing. And Judge is he's already going down that road. He has a 206 career batting average, give or take. Stanton hit a bomb. That's a gap shot, man. You better run. Soto made it home. Stanton, thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Giancarlo Stanton, thank you. You know how far he hit it? Stanton got a double. That tells you how far that gap shot went. Stanton got a double, so you know that was near the parking lot without going over the wall. For Stanton to get to second base, that had to be a deep ball, the deepest part of the park. Way back since Pies Blues, I missed a couple guys, but I missed your comment. You know how it is in here. I'm looking at the game, and there's a lot of stories going on in here right now, so it's a lot to read. I might have missed a couple. If I did, I'm sorry, guys. Here comes Jazz, who's getting booed out of the ballpark right now because he said Kansas City won because they got lucky. Mets still up 4-1. Philly's got a man on second and is – oh, wait. I think they just got 3 outs. Bruin, if you're thinking about it earlier, Johnny, yes, the Bruins fan hate the Leafs, but push comes to shove. We're pulling for the Leafs over the Canadians more times than not. That goes to why you said I don't know the whole depth of the Bruins-Canadians rivalry. I know it's a fierce one, and I didn't know it was so fierce that you would go for the Leafs over them, so I get it. Like me, I can't go for the Islanders over anybody. Anybody. Not even. I hate the Flyers with a passion, and I would go for the Flyers over the Islanders. Like, I hate the Flyers. I hate the Penguins. I would go for anybody in our division over them. Anybody. I told you I'd go for Boston. That should tell you a lot. I hate all Boston teams. But I don't hate the Bruins as much because they're not in our division. They're not like the Red Sox, the Patriots, and the Celtics. Jazz grounded. Boy, Jazz talked the big game before the game, and he's 0 for 2 right now. 0 for 2 right now. Bruin, I would have expected Pittsburgh instead of Philly. To hate more? I hate the Flyers more than I hate the Penguins. I know, I hear you. You would think it's the other way around, but it's not. Maybe it's because Philly's closer to New York. It's a different thing, man. I don't know how to explain it because I hate the Penguins a whole lot. A whole lot. A whole lot, man. There's nothing about Philly I ever liked. Nothing. I like, you guys already know from me, I'm a big Marc-Andre Fleury fan. So maybe that's why. I always liked Andre Fleury, man. He's the last goalie to be taken number 1 overall. He's the first ballot Hall of Famer. Him and then Vasilevsky too, man. I don't know. I just hate the Flyers more than I hate the Penguins by like that much. Lamario, Bruin, I bet your rivals are ordered like this. Canadians, Sabres, Leafs, Blackhawks, Penguins, Flyers. Oh, yeah. Everybody hates the Penguins. Everybody's tired of the Penguins. And they're a team there that just hangs on to their older players, man. They just hang on to them no matter what. Hang on to them no matter what. Speaking of the Rangers, of course, every time I flip over, it goes to commercial. Going to the rivalry with Philly could date back roughly to the Stanley Cup loss to them in 74 season. I still love the Russian Red Army team playing the Flyers, the Broad Street Bully Flyers. They quit. They quit playing them. They called them animal hockey. Like, the Flyers were beating the holy hell out of them. That was awesome, man. They quit. They skated off the ice. They refused to play the Flyers anymore. It's like, whoop. You wanted to play our Stanley Cup champ. Sorry, man. These guys won the cup. Have fun. Have fun. Manab, much better than going to the NFL football game, Johnny. What, cricket? You know what, Manab, you are the cricket ambassador. That is your sport. You love it to death. And everybody, we all have our biases toward our own sport. So I respect that, Manab. I respect it. Let's go, Royals. Subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button, and you can stay in the chat. We don't care. You guys can go for whoever you want in here. Not everybody in here is a Yankee fan. Look at all these different fans in here. Bills, Bruins. Manav's not even going for the Yankees, I don't think. So, anyway, you're welcome to go for the Royals. That's no problem in here. I don't even hate the Royals. I don't mind the Royals. If the Royals beat the Yankees, I would go for them over Detroit. Detroit beat Cleveland again today, by the way. I would go for the Royals over Detroit. I'd probably go for the Royals the rest of the way, to be honest with you guys. If the Royals beat the Yankees, they better not. But if they do, I think I would go for them the rest of the way, outside of the Mets. The Mets I'm going for the whole way if the Mets continue on. The Mets are my other team. And they are bottom of the 8th right now. Nobody on, nobody out. Up 4-1. Woo, they're about to eliminate them. I might flip over for them to eliminate them, but let's see. Caleb's only at 40. Caleb. Clark, I was about to read your comment, Caleb, and Clark Schmidt is only at 41 pitches now. He's settled down in the 4th inning. So that's roughly like 10 pitch innings. Just rounding it off. Caleb, Royals outfield is massive. Helped out Stanton there. Yes. If Stanton gets a double, you know it's a massive outfield. Lamario, Gunnar, would you consider the Dallas Stars like a rival to us because of what happened in 90? Oh, my gosh. 99, the Hasek game. Oh, my gosh. That, I don't know. I wouldn't consider that a rival, though. You guys don't have enough games like that to be a rival. But that's up to you guys. You're Sabre fans. If you guys had a lot of games in history like that, I could see that. But I don't know how often you guys even play each other. Right? Then in another conference, it's hard to get a rival from another conference. But that's between you guys. I won't jump into much. We don't play them as often as because, oh, there you go. I should have just read Gunner's comment and then said nothing. Lamar Gunner, I think the San Jose Sharks could be a rival because we play them almost every season, at least 2 times a season. Same thing as Dallas. Don't play him as often. Bruin, out of those teams, Lamar, the order would be Canadians, Leafs, Flyers, Penguins, and then Sabres. All right, 0-2 right now, bottom of the 4th inning. Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr., by the way, has not been hitting well in this series. Has not been hitting well, and I don't want to jinx it, and all of a sudden he hits well. So let me just keep that quiet for a little bit. It's 0-2 on Witt Jr. right now. There's nobody out. You know what's funny? Lamario says, Gunner, who would you say the Bills' top rivals besides the Dolphins? The Dolphins and the Jets. The Dolphins is the Jets' top rival. If you look up the Jets-Dolphins history, they've had some of the wildest games over the course of time. Some of the wildest, wackiest games. That Monday Night Football game where the Dolphins were up 30-7 on the Jets with like 13 minutes left in the game and blew that. The 51-45 back and forth between Marino and Ken O'Brien in September 21st, 1986. That game was incredibly wild. The Dolphins beating the Jets in the playoffs with Chad. I mean, like, there's just so many on field goal. Man, they have had a massive rivalry over the years. Just wild and crazy things happening. So it's funny how the Dolphins are the Bills' biggest rival, too. I don't consider the Patriots a rival of the Jets because they stomped us out all the time. In the Tom Brady era, they won 30-7 against the Jets. That's not a rivalry. It's like when I tell Red Sox fans, it's not really a rivalry when one team's winning all the rings and you guys aren't. It's not really a rivalry. The Patriots and the Jets is not a rivalry. I don't know why the media calls it that, because when one team's winning all the time, how is that a rivalry? It's not. The Jets got stomped out by them all the time the last 20-so years. So I don't consider that a rivalry. I consider that we got our asses kicked every single year. Gunnar, most rivalries in the NHL are usually based either repeatedly playing each other in the finals or how often they play each other. That's right. Blackhawks, yeah. They would be in front of the city. Yeah, bro. Oh, come on. He walked them. He walked past Quintino. He's on first. The draw with the Pies and Fremantle is robbery. Oh, that was early year. What was that, April? That was like very beginning of the year, Caleb. Lamario, Gunner, I would say the Bills' rivals is the Dolphins, Patriots, Jets. I don't know. I would put the Jets in front of the Patriots too, Lamar. The Patriots pounded you guys out like they pounded us out in the Tom Brady era. We were punching bags for the Patriots for a long time. I don't know how that's a rivalry. I really don't. The Patriots pounded the Bills. You know what's funny? The Brady Patriots had problems with the Dolphins. Belichick and company lost to the Dolphins a lot. They didn't lose to us. They didn't lose to the Bills or the Jets at all. I mean, we beat our biggest win against that Patriot team was in the playoffs in their house in 2010. We went there and beat them. We beat them with Mark Sanchez in New England in the playoffs. That was like our biggest win against that Brady team. Gunnar, Dolphins, that traces the roots Jim Kelly, Dan Marino years of the 90s. Yeah, those were great games. Great games. Caleb, some of the best rivalries can be those short-lived ones like Red Wings. Red Wings and Avalanche, late 90s. Those were McCarty and Claude Lemieux. Crazy, crazy wars between those two teams. And the Red Wings were like winning all those championships. All right, so Pasquantino's on first. It's 0-1. On Gurriel. Right center field. Soto. That's out number 2. Or out number 3, excuse me. That's the end of the inning. Out number 3. Top of the ninth. Top of the ninth for the Mets. Hold on a second, guys. 1 second. Edwin Diaz on the mound. The Mets top of the ninth, 4-1 lead, 3-1 count. Real Muto's up, so they've already gotten past Bryce Harper and the big gun. I mean, Real Muto's a good hitter, but and Diaz walked him. Edwin Diaz is a little shaky on the mound. Lamario, no, Bulldogs as well, isn't it? Way back next season. Hold on, let me catch up on some of these. Some of those rivalries would be short-lived ones, like Red Wings Avs, late 90. I did read that one. Way back next season, 25, will be Hawthorne's 100th season in the VFL. They entered in 1925. Wow, and way back. The Hawks are bringing a strong team next year, too. So what a 100-year anniversary that could be, right? The Hawks are bringing a strong team next season. They're bringing it. Bryson Stott up. He's 0 for 3. Strikeout, flyout, ground out. Man on first. Bulldogs as well, isn't it? Lamario, Gunnar, we were undefeated at one point. What happened to us? So, Gunnar, what do you guys think on Monday? Gunner's worried about the defense on Monday night. I don't think the Jets are going to win at all. I don't have any good feeling about the Jets on Monday night. Not at all. When I think about the Jets have lost 2 in a row and the Bills have lost 2 in a row, I'm like, who really is more believable to lose 3 in a row? That would be the Jets. I would believe the Jets would lose 3 in a row before I believe the Bills would lose 3 in a row. I can't see the Jets. I can see the Jets losing 3 in a row more than I can Buffalo. That's the way I see it. And not because of the Jets' defense, not because of their defense, because their offense is like, look at Diaz, 3-0. I'm going to turn away from this. I might bad luck this team. It's 3-0 on Stott now with a man on first, nobody out. He just walked. Oh, no, he called a strike. That was ball 4. I'm going back to the Yankees. I don't want to jinx them. Lamario, famous brawling hockey town is. Oh, yeah, come on. Cullen, Dogs have 9 VFA premierships. I count them. If Port can count their second-rate premierships, seems fair to me. I don't have enough history in footy to know to even jump in that conversation. Strike 1 on Volpe. Nobody on. Top of the 5th inning. Yankees still up 1-0. That was a questionable strike, but it's 0-2 on Volpe now. Yeah, we start OG of OGs. There he is, Mr. Marine in the basement. Mr. Marine. Mets look good. Yanks okay. Rangers kicking ass 3-0. Jets, oh well. Like I said, I don't have any confidence in the Jets right now at all. Like Gunnar said, the defense. Yes, the Jets defense is number 1 in the league. Jets defense is no joke. No joke. Look how they shut down Minnesota and still found a way to lose. Bruin, fun fact, Red Sox have 18 less World Series than the Yankees, yet they still have they do. You know why? Because they have to find loopholes. Who's been winning lately? When's the last time you guys won a World Series? All we have to do is win one, and it's, But when they say you all live in the past, this is what's funny to me, Bruin. When the Yankees talk about 27 rings, they say y'all live in the past. I'm like, no, well, currently, right now, today, present news, today, the Yankees have 27. That's not the past. It's today's news. Y'all have 9. Volpe got a leadoff hit, and we've both been around just as long. Y'all have 9. We have 27. That is current news. If I was to introduce somebody to baseball today, they'll say, well, who has won the most rings? The Yankees currently have won the most rings with 27. They might say that's a rivalry when the Red Sox have only won 9. If you're brand new to baseball, you would think that I'm stupid to say that's a rivalry. 27-9. That doesn't sound like a rivalry. That's currently who the most rings is. Doesn't matter when the last time. It's been a long time. It's been pretty sad, but we've had breaks like this before. 1981, we lost the World Series to the Dodgers. We didn't see a World Series again until 1996. We've been through this before. And the Red Sox are like a one-hit wonder. They're always a one-year wonder. They win 1 year, and then they go away for a few years. They never string any of them together. They win one, and then they go away. It's a one-hit wonder, like a song, a one-hit wonder. And then 3 years later, the band comes out with another good song. I'm missing some now. Come on, we got a man on first. Oswaldo's up. Oswaldo walked his first time up. Bruin, fun fact. I just read that. Mr. Marine was saying, what's up, what's up, what's up? Let me blow through a few of these. Yeah, Rangers are up 3-0 now. Snazzy, snoozy, sneezy, schnazzy in the basement. 3-0, end of the first period. Snazzy, Mr. Marine, it kills me that I'm not being able to do the Ranger game. But Yankees playoff rules, and that's the way it is. Gunner, read that, Snazzy, Mr. Marine. Hello, Bruin coming from the Bronx, New York. Lamario, Gunner, I think Utah might actually be pretty good this year. They actually beat the Chicago Blackhawks. The Coyotes had kind of a decent team last year, and then they kind of fell off. Davis, the Mets. I go for the Mets in here, dude. And yeah, in here too, Davis. The Mets. Mets are playing some exciting baseball. I wish the Yankees could get a piece of that action. Look at Verdugo. Did he just fly out bunt? All right, there we go. Snazzy, what's up, everyone? Manave, what's up? Caleb, JB, Port Power came from the Port Adelaide Magpies in the SANFL. Had to change their name because of the Collingwood. They have 36 flags trying to – wow. They keep trying to say they have the most, but that comes from a different league, right? I mean, the Detroit Lions until last year had only won one playoff game coming into 2023. They only won one playoff game, but they won championships before the Super Bowl era, and sometimes they try to bring that in. But it's a different time. All right, that's a good bunt by Verdugo. He got the runner over. So we got a runner in scoring position now. We got second and third right now. That was a good bunt by Verdugo. Really good bunt down the first base line. That's how you do it. Move the runners up, second and third. There we go. So, Gunner, Lamario, what do you think Monday night? What's it going to be? What's it going to be Monday night? Gunner, you said you're nervous about Monday night. I don't know why. JB, read that. Gunner, read that. Oh, you guys are typing a lot tonight. So we got Glaber up, second and third, one out. Come on, Glaber. Come on. Two outs now. The Phillies have runners on second and third right now. 2 outs. Gunner, I wasn't live for that, Mr. Marine. What do you say? Utah could be surprised. Rangers play them next. The Rangers play Utah next after tonight. So I think Igor Shesterkin is banking on himself like Aaron Judge did a couple years ago. I think he's betting on himself for more money. And look at the difference in Hockey Stars. That's ball 2. 2-1 on Glaber. Hockey Stars, think about that. Igor is a generational, talented goalie, arguably the best in the game, and gets offered 8 years, $88 million. Every other sport, basketball, baseball, and football would laugh if you're a superstar like Igor Shesterkin getting offered 8 years, $88 million. They would laugh at that. Hassan Reddick right now is holding out because he's getting paid $14 million for the year. Hockey is they don't have the funds. That's why you can still hit and do other things. Come on, Glaber. Full count on Glaber. Bruin, the Blackhawk. 47-7, Lamario. I don't see that, dude. The Jets defense. I think the Bills are going to win, but that's discrediting the Jets defense all around. The Jets defense is monsters, Lamario. I think more like 27-17, something like that, not 47-7, Lamario. That's a bit of a stretch. It's a bit of a stretch. Gunnar, what were you the Bills winning, I agree with, but not a blowout like that. Not a blowout like that. You're thinking about the old Jets. The Jets defense is one of the best in the game. That's not happening, Lamario. I say 20 or 27-17 Bills, but then they ain't winning by 40 points. Wow. Bills 21-10. That's believable, Gunner. The Jets defense is monsters. They ain't giving up 47 points. Come on, Lamario. Davis, I saw a movie when it was all about sacrifice bunts with Al Pacino and Wesley Snipes. Oh, the fan. Davis, that movie was called The Fan. That was a great movie. Some people hated that movie. Benicio del Toro was in that movie too. I've seen that movie a few times. 2-0 right now. Bases loaded, 1 out. Can we get some runs? And Soto's up. Come on. We got Soto and then Judge. This should be a 1-2 punch. This game should be like 5-0. Come on. The Mets won 4-1. Phillies are eliminated. The Phillies are eliminated. Wow. Phillies are eliminated. Soto. Oh, it's 3-1 now. This is the Lugo I know. Phillies are out. The Phillies are out. The Mets, who were like 9-19 in May. The Mets are like 9-19 in May. The Mets were 11 games under 500. Come back, and they beat the Phillies. They had to. They didn't want to face Zach Wheeler back in Philly. They had to avoid that. Good for the Mets. Soto. That's going to bring in a run. Deep fly out to center. That's going to bring in a run. Volpe's in. We got another man on third, first and third. Igor turned down, big deal. Yes, that's true, Mr. Marine. But I think, Mr. Marine, I think what's going on there is Igor's doing what remember Aaron Judge turned down a $230 million contract 2 years ago and then hit 62 home runs? I think that's what Igor's doing, Mr. Marine. I think he's going for more. I think it is because 8 years, $88 million. You know, the price is going to go up on goalies over the next few years. So in like 3 or 4 years, Igor might be like, hey, look what I'm getting paid. And then he might, you never know. I mean, that number's going to go up in a few years. So it's good now. I don't know. I think he's just betting on himself. Somebody said that in here, and I think that's true. He's betting on himself. Schwarbaum. Nice. Yep, The Fan. Yep, Davis, I saw that movie. He was Gil. Robert De Niro was Gil, the pocket knife salesman, right? He was the knife salesman, and he would call in from his van, call into the show. John Leguizamo was in. Man, that was a great movie, Davis. Good shout out on that one. I love that movie. That was a really good movie, man. Aaron Judge up. Let's go, Judge. Come on. Get some runs. Lamar and Mr. Marine doing good. Way back, I went to see the new Joker movie. What did you think of it way back? I didn't see it yet. Mets won. Mets, the Phillies are out of the playoffs. The Mets beat them 3-1. That is awesome. That is awesome. Aaron Judge up right now, first and third, 2 outs. Oh, the Philly fans around here are going to be so upset. Mets off to the NLCS. Wow. Watch out, whoever plays them. Aaron Judge flies out. I mean, come on, man. What is this A-Rod? This is A-Rod. This is A-Rod of the Yankees. I love Aaron Judge, but I'm sorry, man. But this is getting a little lame. It's getting a little lame. You missed my second fun fact, John. I probably did. Everybody's typing so fast. What's your second fun fact? Bro, just type it again. Make me scroll back. I'll forget where I was when I started scrolling. The Phillies are out. Read that. Way back, I heard New Joker was horrible. Type it again, Bruin. I saw the Schwarber bomb. That was great. We did drop 32 on you last year, but that was in Buffalo. And Gunnar, that also, by the way, was the Jets in the first quarter. 11 minutes our defense was on the field in the first quarter. Over 11 minutes. Fumbled on the punt return or on the kickoff, right? Fumbled that. We had that rotation of quarterbacks. That defense was on the field over 11 minutes in the first quarter, kind of like the Bills were against the Ravens a couple weeks ago. When your defense is on the field that much in the first quarter, the Bills and the Dolphins, the Bills and the Jets have been splitting for a long time. But that game there, we were dead in the water from the first quarter on. Dead in the water. The offense did absolutely nothing, and our defense over 11 minutes on the field in the first quarter. Same thing that happened to you guys a couple weeks ago against the Ravens. You can't have the defense out that long. They're going to get wiped out tired. So that's the reason that happened. When you have a defense out there and the offense is doing nothing, you're done. Especially against a great offense in Josh Allen, you're done. So, but 47-7 is a stretch. The Bills winning is not a stretch. I don't see the Jets winning that game. I have zero confidence they're going to win that game. Zero. I mean, zero. Zero. As long as Nathaniel Hackett's there calling those conservative plays, I'll tell you right now, the first time the Jets have the ball, it's going to be a handoff to Brees up the middle. I'm telling you that right now, and I guarantee you that's what it's going to be. Mets-Padres will be insane. The Padres, I hope they knock the Dodgers out. I hope they do. And by the way, I think the Mets can knock out anybody right now. Lamar, if the Dodgers get eliminated tonight, people are going to lose. Lamario, if the Dodgers get eliminated, the media is going to lose their mind. They want to be kissing Ohtani and Betts and Mookie Betts is not playing well. What's going on with him? Smoking Harley Quinn is okay. Gunner, do you think the Sabres make the playoffs this year? The Sabres should have been making the playoffs by now. They have a great team. UPL is a really good goalie, man. I think they really should make the playoffs this year. Well, how can they not? The Sabres have been right on the brink of making the playoffs, man. It's so bizarre. The fan was good. Passenger 57, horrible. Oh, yeah, Passenger 57 was bad. New Jack City was great. That was a great movie. Ice-T and Judd Hurst. That was a really, really good movie. New Jack City. That was a good shout-out on that one, Mr. Marine. That's an old one. Bruin, Yankees have the most championships in North America. Yeah, in all sports, 27. And I think is it the Celtics or the Canadians are right behind them? One of the two. I think the Canadians are the second most, right? And then the Celtics. Davis, back then, A-Rod had a $275 million contract. Also had Jay. Boom, boom. There you go, Davis. Any news from – yeah, I've been texting with Lou. Now that the Mets won, he probably will be dropping in the chat sooner or later. Now, beautiful stretch by Cabrera. Beautiful stretch. 2-0 Yankees, 2 outs. Nobody on right now for Kansas City. Any news from Lou? Lou's doing great. I know he's jumping for joy right now over the Mets. I would expect he's going to hop in here sooner or later. Let me catch up on these. Riley, welcome into the basement. Subscribe. Bell knows, hit the like button. Colin, news is saying hurricane's about to make landfall. Hope all the dwellers are safe. I'm not on the channel right now to have him hop on either. Angus, I love it when the Dodgers lose. You know what's funny? It's ironic. Hold on. Grounder, hurry up, Volpe. Oh, that's going to miss. Volpe, come on. Don't throw that ball then. Volpe's a very good infielder, outstanding infielder, but sometimes he just freaking makes these ridiculous plays, man. Like, he stretches all the way to this side and then just whips it up in the air. That could have been an automatic double, man. You're lucky to bounce right back to Cabrera. Come on, man. I get it, but come on. Riley, whereabouts is your team? Riley, watching from Australia. Another Aussie in the basement. Awesome. Manav, Dodger fans here will be mad if they get eliminated from the playoffs. Manav, the media will be freaking upset. They wanted to ride Ohtani stories forever. And me as a Yankee fan, hating the Dodgers for having all those players is hypocritical at its finest. Bruin, Montreal 5-3 power play. Montreal's behind. The Yankees were 24. Yeah, I figured they were ahead, and then it's the Celtics after them. Glasgow Rangers of the Scottish Soccer League has 55 championships. Holy crap. How many teams are in that league? Like 3? 55. Riley, you're a Dodgers fan. Oh, boy. Well, like I said, Riley, I'm being very hypocritical. I got annoyed that the Dodgers got all those players, even though I'm a Yankee fan and we usually do that. We're mad you got the players we should have had. That's the way it is. It's hypocritical. When people tell me you're hypocritical saying that as a Yankee fan, I agree. It is hypocritical. Caleb, AFL is a three-way tie at the moment with Pies, Blues, and Bombers all tied at 16. Wow. Riley watching from Australia. Cullen, we are the people. I'm trying to catch up. I'm just blowing through a few of these guys. Hope Lou got outside. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to text Lou right now to see if he'll hop in here for a minute. Trying to see if he'll hop in here. Adelaide Crows fan. Oh, you get along well with Lou. Lou, he thinks he's Ichiro. Oh, Ichiro is awesome, man. Ichiro is awesome. He should be easy. Would you take Ohtani or Ichiro, though? Who would you take? If they're both in their primes, who are you taking? That's a good question. Lamario, way back when it's the first game for the new AFL season. Don't they come out in March? Yeah, Caleb, Volpe, like he makes some great plays and then he turns them into dumb plays right away, Caleb. Like right away. Like that almost would have put the runner at second base. Like you can't do that in the playoffs, man. That was a ridiculous throw. Caleb, first AFL game is usually around March 20th. Yeah. Bruin, let's go Padres. Oh, I'm going for the Padres too. Manav, do you like watching cricket? Yep, Manav is our cricket ambassador, Riley. So if you watch cricket, that's the man to talk to. And way back. Cricket is, Manav is cricket ambassador. Lamario, Gunner, the Buffalo Bandits, and the Buffalo Bills are the only two teams that we can trust in the city of Buffalo. The Sabres are terrible, no offense, but it's true the Bisons are terrible. Who are the Bisons? Who are the Bisons? I know the Bandits are the lacrosse team, right? Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That's going to score a run. Yep, 2-1 now. That was fair, right in the corner. They scored a run, so it's 2-1 now. Bottom of the fifth inning, runner in scoring position. Dang, that was like fair, right in the corner. Yeah, Luis Taint. And by the way, Mr. Marine, Abdul Salam passed away too. One of the Sack Exchange members are gone, man. Abdul Salam passed away today, Mr. Marine, if you weren't aware of that. Have him up there right next to Klecko, man. Yeah, it's just like people are dropping in the last week like crazy, man. And I know Mark Gastineau has a whole ton of health issues also. I honestly thought he was going to be the first one of the Sack Exchange to go, but Abdul Salam, I just heard about it right before I came on, so I didn't get a chance to really look into it. Andy, look who's back, guys. Andy, Cellar Dweller accounted for. Andy, what's going on, man? Andy's back on the page. Andy, it's been a while. How have you been, man? How have you been, Andy? I hope you're still with us. I've been behind in the chat. Sorry, man. Riley, the Crows can make the 8 with their team next season because they've had a good trade. I tell you, 2 years ago, 23 season, they were like right there. They just missed the 8. And then this past year, they had a little bit of a down year. Gunner, it's hard to include the Bison since they're only a minor league team. Oh, they're a minor league team. There you go. But I only fully trust the Bandits. The Bisons are your minor league team. Okay, that's why I didn't know who they were. I'd take Ichiro over Ohtani. Me too. As a pure game, I would take him over Ohtani also. Ichiro is one of the purest hitter baseball's ever seen. I mean, Ichiro's like Tony Gwynn, man. Like Ichiro's that amazing. And I found it quite almost insulting that there are people that think, well, you can't count his Japanese stats when he played in the Japan League. I'm like, what? They didn't want to count his hit stuff because they wanted to protect the American baseball. So you can't count his Japan's. his career in Japan? Sure you can. What, are you kidding? I mean, they come over here hitting our pitchers like no problem. So what do you mean you can't count them? Of course you can count them. What, because it's a different league? Otani's coming out. Hideki Matsui, they came over here and killing our pitching. So right on the nose. Oh, Soto missed it. He dived and missed it. Soto made a humongous effort and missed it. That's going to be a triple. It's 2-2 now, guys. Soto made a huge effort. He dove. He almost got it. I can't hate on him for that. Soto stretched out and missed it, man. He just missed it. It's a triple. 2-2, guys. I mean, Soto dove. He just missed it. Yeah, Abdul Salam passed away today. Yep. I found out about it right before I came on, so I don't know what he passed away from. That's why I have his jersey up right back there. Abdul Salam. Yeah, he did. Cricket and baseball are almost the same game. Sort of, Riley. They both have a bat and a ball, but I think they're two completely different games otherwise. I hope so, Lamario. I've been doing okay. You've been doing okay, Andy? Good, man. Good to see you in here, man. Good to see you in here, Andy. It's been a long time. You come on in as often as you want, Andy. Abdul Salam was 71, if that's who you guys are talking about. Angus, how you doing? Caleb, as someone that has played both cricket and baseball, they're very different. Yep. I don't know a whole lot about cricket. I just know they both have a bat and a ball. I think the two games from what I've seen. Well, I know way more about baseball, but otherwise I think they're two completely different sports. Riley, my second AFL team is Port Adelaide. My third team is the Brisbane Lions. Right there, my man. That's my number one team. Boom. Angus Ichiro was awesome. Caleb, I thought so. Gabe, Mets. Knock the Phillies out today. Mets. Gabe, I'm considering wearing my Mets gear around tomorrow. The Mets knocked the Phillies out of the playoffs. Gabe, Mets. Mets. Gabe, I think I'll wear some Mets stuff tomorrow. There you go, Gabe. There you go. There you go. Yes. Wow, Gabe. Angus, I don't know why I said 80s. I don't know. Angus, I'm good. Marine, Manav, hey Gabe, Bruin. I didn't think he was that old. Gabe, just tune in just tune in the Yankees game while you see what's going on here. Look at Patrick Mahomes is there. Lamario Gunnar, does Sabre play their first regular season game, KeyBank Center this season tomorrow night? West Coast Eagles. Well, they just won it a few years ago. Apparently, they're on the rebound. Bottom of the fifth, it's 2-2 now, guys. 2-2. Way back. Thank you for showing up as always, man. Much appreciated, way back. Much appreciated. We got 0-1 right now, 2-2, and 2 outs. Man on third. Something about those 80s Mets jerseys. I love them, Caleb. I've always liked the Mets. And Darryl Strawberry, David Cohn, those are hybrid jerseys. They're Mets and Yankees. Clay Holmes is in right now, and he is 2-1. 2-1 on Bobby Witt. 2-1 on Bobby Witt. Trying to get a hold of Lou, guys. I'm trying to get a hold of Lou for everybody. See if you can hop in here. I'm trying to get a hold of him right now, guys. Strawberry, I think I saw him on The Simpsons. Dallas Strawberry is awesome, man. Awesome. Angus, fun fact, the inventor of the box score, Henry Chadwick, was originally a cricket journalist. Really? Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Now I do. Learning stuff in the basement. That's what it's about. Riley, your team has a good future ahead of them, your AFL team, because you're going to get Levi Ashcroft. Yes, we are. And the Lions going to be really good in the next few years. They just got to replace Danaher. They're having a meeting on the mound right now. It's first and third. Clay Holmes, come on, Clay. It's not ninth inning, Clay. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, they do, man. They just got to replace Danaher. If they have replaced him already, let me know. And Loman the showman, man, that kid is nice. Eric Hipwood they still have there. They got Oscar's coming back. Lockie Neal, Cameron. We got a squad. Both Ashcrofts will be on the team now. Stroman. We got a squad, man. We got a squad, Riley. Don't remind me about the Eagles' last grand final. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that wasn't that long ago. Lamario's a West Coast Eagle fan. Davis, Royals and Dodgers have the same team color. They do. It's like the Lightning when the Lightning changed over and took on the Maple Leafs. You ever watch the Tampa Bay Lightning play the Maple Leafs? You don't know who's who if you take a quick look. Come on. Who's up? Vinny Pasquantino? One thing I hate about TBS is they don't show all the stuff. They just show it's the 80s box score up there. They just show Clay Holmes is pitching. I think it's Vinny Pasquantino up. I flew out. This should get us out of the inning, 2-2. All right, 2-2. Let's go. Royals, yep. Lamario, when we won the grand final in 2018, I was happy, but I was even more sweet because we beat Collingwood to do it. Yeah, Collingwood. But I found out now recently, Lamario, that the Port Adelaide Power have the worst fans, besides Zach, who comes in here. I was always understood that Collingwood had the worst fans, but apparently Port Adelaide does. I'm only 2 years in. This isn't my opinion. This is what I'm told. Holmes, Gunner. Yeah, Rick, that was a bad inning, brother. That was a bad inning, Rick. Gunner, Holmes is actually pitches well when it's not the ninth inning, believe it or not. Believe it or not, he pitches pretty well when it's not the ninth inning. Lou is in the basement. Lou, everybody wants to hear you. I should have went on Zoom tonight, Lou. I should have had you on. I'm not on Zoom, though. But I knew you were going to be watching the Mets anyway, so it would have been hard to get a Yankee and Met time. But anyway, Lou, everybody wants to know what's going on with the hurricane, man. What's going on, Lou? Yeah, Riley. He's mine, too. And that right there is a Cameron jersey. That's the man right here. This is the most aggressive. I know some people hate him. Some people love him. He's the most aggressive guy out there. The guy plays 110% at all times, Riley. He is my favorite Brisbane Lion. Yankees and Mets for the World Series. Oh, Davis. The Yankees, they better make the World Series. And the Mets, man, the Mets really want to beat the Yankees in the World Series, man. Met fans hate the Yankees. Hate the Yankees like we're division rivals or something. I don't hate the Mets. I like the Mets. I won't be going for them in a World Series against the Yankees, but I like them. And if they beat the Yankees, I would be upset about it. But if the Mets fans, Lou will tell you they hate the Yankees. It's probably just because they hate the Yankee fans, which I get. Some Yankee fans are very obnoxious. Manav, congratulations on your Mets, Lou. Lou, I'll be wearing some Met gear tomorrow. I'll wear some Met gear tomorrow. I'm a troll. I am a troll around town. I'll wear Met gear tomorrow. Gunner, the weirdest example, two teams' jerseys being a problem was when Buffalo and the Jets both wear their color rush jerseys. Oh, my God. The all green. Yeah, it was the pickles versus the ketchup. It was pickles versus ketchup. Vlasic pickles versus Heinz ketchup game. Remember when the Bills played the Rams, the mustard versus ketchup game? Oh, I hated those color rush jerseys. I hated when the Jets were in all green. They look ridiculous. Good shout out on that, though. Caleb Holmes did. Yeah, Holmes does fine when it's not the ninth inning. When it's not the ninth inning, Holmes does fine. All right, here we go. Austin Wells. And he flies out on the first pitch. Come on, guys, work some counts. Caleb home. Yeah, he did all right. He does all right in tie games for some reason, as long as it's not the ninth inning. Bruin Leafs came close to scoring. Riley played for the Adelaide Crows. Why did the Crows give him up, Riley and Caleb? Why did the Crows give up Cameron? Lou, the wind is picking up, but I'm like 20 miles away from the coast. That's good, man. I know I've been. What time is it supposed to hit, Lou? What time is? By the way, Lou is in Tampa. He's in direct line of this storm. Lou, what time is it supposed to hit? We got Stanton up right now. Stanton swinging at pitches in the dirt. I tell you, Stanton is the weirdest. He's the last guy you want up when you really need a hit, because if you throw a slider that breaks 8 feet off the plate, he will swing at it. And guys, I'm not even exaggerating. You guys that watch the Yankees know it's true. And I'm telling you, a pitch that comes in and then breaks way off the plate, he will swing at that almost every single time. That's how I don't understand when pitchers have 2 strikes on Stanton. Your go-to pitch should be a slider, breaking away. You throw it over the middle, he'll make you pay for it. Stanton's exit velo is still the best in the game. He still hits these balls at 115 to 120 miles an hour off the bat. Manav, leave Lou and stay in the hotel somewhere. Be safe and healthy. Uh-oh, Lou, power just went out. It's hitting right now. I don't care because my Mets won. Oh, man, Lou. You don't have any power. I can't even get. I was willing to shut this down and bring it back on with you on. No, Bruin, let the Canadians score more. Bruin says, the hell with them. Wow. Gunner, that game is the reason both teams can't wear their color rush when they're playing each other. Wow, no kidding. I never even thought about that, Gunner. I didn't know that. Stay safe now. Definitely stay safe, Lou. Yes, Lou. It's hitting right now. The hurricane's hitting right now, Lou. Everybody's praying for you. That's not good, Lou. Stay safe. But I don't care because his Mets won. The Mets won. Okay, Jazz is 0 for 2. He needs to hit a 2-run homer right here because he's the one that said Kansas City got lucky while we're going to Kansas City. So he needs to hit a 2-run home run here. Come on, Jazz. It's already 1-1 on him. Come on, Jazz. Whoa, that was a strike. That was a strike, and he called it a ball. That was a strike right in the upper zone. He called it a ball. Oh, we got away with that one. Texas, another cellar dweller accounted for. Texas in the basement. Lou just lost power, but he doesn't care because the Mets won. The Mets won. Paul's in here. Yeah, take care of Lou. Paul showed about back up again, man. What's good, Paul? Good to see you back in here. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Been a little while, Paul. Come on, Jazz. You talked all that crap, Jazz. Stay alive. Stay alive, Jazz. Talked all that crap. For those that don't know, Jazz says Kansas City won because they got lucky. So Kansas City won because they got lucky. So just so you guys know. He did say that. He's 0 for 2 right now. Caleb, AFL is weirdly player-friendly with trades. How do you look at that, Jazz? Right down the middle. Boy, he's 0 for 3 after talking all that crap. He's 0 for 3. And he's getting what he deserves. I can't be mad at fans for yelling at him. Can't be mad at fans for yelling at him. When you're going to a city and you say that team got lucky beating us at our city, you're going to hear it from the fans when you're going 0 for 3. So maybe he'll come through with a big late game thing. Lou, I'll get back on you and keep you posted. Please do, Lou. Please do. Saving battery. Yeah, your power went out. That's another reason why, man. Save your battery. Save your battery, Lou. Save your battery. Yep, save your battery. Be safe, brother. Be safe. That's got to be the definition of the power just went out for Lou. Cullen, that's got to be the definition of glass half full. My house is about to blow down, but I don't care. My team won. That if you've known Lou as long as I've known him, he's 100% meaning that. He's 100% meaning that. He's happy that he got to see his Mets win right before the storm came. I'm not kidding you. This guy is as diehard a Met fan as you'll ever meet. I've known Lou probably going on 18 years now, probably at least 18 years. I'm telling you, he's as diehard a Met fan as you'll come across. And he definitely means he got that game in. He got to see that game. Eddie Betts also left the Crows in 2019 and went back to the Blues. That's funny, Riley. I did a piece on Eddie Betts, and I forgot that until you said that just now. But I was very new. I'm still new in footy. I'm only 2 years in. But back then, I think I did a piece on Eddie Betts in like 2022. And I'm telling you, I didn't even know the teams when I was just doing videos and getting to know a little bit of history of the game. Mr. Marine, be safe, Lou. First hurricane to hit Tampa 100 years. Yeah, directly on. Yes. Lou, be safe. Be safe. Let me check that range again, Mr. Marine. Oh, come on. I hit the wrong button, man. Rangers they're winning 4-0 with 9 minutes left in the second period. 4-0 Rangers. Wow, what a statement. 4-0 Rangers. Woo! Man, Volpe's up now. One second, guys. I'm trying to text Lou. Stanton stole second base. Mark this date down. Stanton stole second base. Mark this date down. You may never hear me say that or see that ever again in life. Stanton just stole second base. You have to get him home. You have to get him home. There's 2 outs. Volpe's up. Stanton stole second base. Eddie Betts also, I read that. Lou, let us know. You should need donations for food. Yes. I'll be letting you guys know. I'll keep you posted with Lou also because the Yankees are on again tomorrow night. I should be on tomorrow night. Should be. Volpe, top of the 6th inning. Let's go, Volpe. Get a freaking hit, man. Come on. 4-zip Rangers. 4-zip Rangers. Don't spend all the $750 at once. What is that for? I mean, that one went right over my head. Volpe, no, it's 2 outs. Yeah, Lou just said he lost power. The power just went out for Lou. Cullen, don't get me started on that. What happened? I missed something, went right over my head. Caleb, if you hustled like that in game 2, right. Volpe foul tipped it. Yeah, Bruin, how does that happen? Stanton stole second base. He just kept leading off the bag and nobody was paying attention. And why should they pay attention to him? And he stole the bag. How does that happen? Full count. He walked him. Volpe walked. So I think Verdugo's coming up. Come on, we got to get a run in here. Wow, Cabrera's up. Come on, Cabrera. Let's go, man. 0-1. 0-1. Come on, Cabrera. Get that hit, man. Cabrera can get some hits, man. Let's go. $750. Oh, that. Yeah. I got you now. That's what we do. That's right. Hurricane billions to Ukraine and Israel. Yep, that's right. Now I get it. They only gave $750 to people in North Carolina, hurricane. Yeah, I got you now. It went over my head because I'm watching the game. I'm flipping to the Rangers, and it just went right over my head. Strike two. Sorry, guys. That went right past me. Gunner. Stanton stole second. And let's not get started on the money for our warmer climate neighbors. Yep. Really sad. Really sad. We've been doing stuff like that for centuries. We rescue everybody but our own. I don't care what administration is in there. Everybody does it. How many veterans are on the street? And all administrations do it. They're still on the street. It's really pathetic. And I don't care what administration's in there. They all do it. There's veterans. No veteran should be on the street. None. Zero. No veteran should be on the street. And all administrations do it. They all use it for voting tools, and then they forget about them. Just so. I don't do politics because I'm disgusted by all of it. I don't get involved in that stuff. I tell people I'm a 4 decades Jet fan. That's all the ugliness I can handle. Our government is, like I said, we have our own veterans on the street for decades after decades after decades after decades. Nobody helps them. Nobody. No administration helps them. Nobody. So that's a joke in itself. Nobody. Not anybody through any decade at any time. They're all still out on the street, but they all use them as voting tools. That's why I don't do politics. That's why I said I don't want to get started in politics in here, guys. I don't. Let's not go there. I don't want to go there because I like I said, we don't do that in here. Just don't. We don't do it. Veterans are still on the street no matter who's in office. Doesn't matter who's in office. Nobody helps these guys out. They fought for this country. Mr. Marine can vouch for that. They all fought for this country and put themselves out for all of us. And then some of them are under bridges. Some of them are not sick enough to get full coverage, but not well enough to get full jobs. Nobody helps them. I don't do politics. That's why I always tell guys in here, no politics, no religion in here. Because everything becomes controversial, we just keep it to sports in here. That's it. That's why I say that all the time. I've seen other channels go crazy and everybody's at each other's throats over this stuff. I don't get involved in that stuff on here. I come on here for sports. That's right, Paul. None of them should. Right. Brisbane needs a good full forward now because Joe retired. I think Joe will not return. I was hoping. Amen, Texas. Amen. That's one area that I look at when it comes to any administration. That's one area right there. Our veterans. Nobody helps them. Nobody. And that's what's bothered me forever. Nobody helps them. Cullen, sorry, it was just a little joke. I didn't mean to start anything. No, I get it. Cullen, you were 100% right on what you were saying. I get it. Cullen, you're okay. I get it. It just went over my head when I read it because I was doing both games. And I just, as usual in here, I didn't understand the comment because I didn't read everything before it or after it or whatever. It just went right over my head, man, which a lot of things go over my head. Tony, you didn't. You're fine. No problem. Yep, Angus. That's right. Colin just spoke the truth. Nothing wrong with that. He did. He spoke the truth. Amen. He sure did, Colin. 100%. 100%. Yep. That 100% truth. Let me see if I missed anything else while we're at commercial. And while we're at commercial, 5:41 left in the second period. Rangers 4-0. Man, I want to be doing this game. Why can't the Yankees be winning like 10-0 so we wouldn't have to worry about this game? Sorry, guys. Andy, the Yankees got to score some runs. Yes, Andy. Yes, yes, yes. They got to score some runs, Andy. They don't do it like the Mets do it, Andy. The Mets are exciting. The Yankees are like painfully slow, but we got to win this series, man. Houston got eliminated, Andy. Baltimore got eliminated. We got to move forward, man. If we don't, Cashman, buy. Boone, buy. Buy and buy. They both need to go. They both need to go. This pitching staff after Cole was a bunch of maybes and hopefullys. Hopefullys and maybes. That shouldn't be a New York Yankees team of hopefully and maybes at pitching. All right, where we go. One out. I tell you, Oswaldo Cabrera plays a really good first base, man. He's been doing very well. Caleb, problem is there isn't a toll. I read that. Sorry, read that. Let me catch up. Read that. Mr. Marine Cullen, you just spoke the truth. Read that. Riley, Brisbane Lions are my. Since I'm only 2 years in, I'm going to take a stab at what SANFL means. South Australia National Football League. Is that what that means? I'm being serious. Is that what it means? South Australia. I never looked up what SANFL is because I never watched SANFL. I'm only gotten into footy recently. So is it South Australian National Football League? What does it stand for? I hope I'm partially right. Texas, it's good. Our politics is in here, is us, and our religion is here, is sports. That's right. Our religion in here is sports. And I have my beliefs too. I just feel like in here, I've watched other YouTube channels and I've seen things get so out of control and people cursing and hating each other over all these. And that's what we're here for. And I don't want any of that. That's why everybody has a right to believe in anything they want to believe or vote for whatever you want to vote for. Everybody has the right to their opinions and their beliefs and all of that. I just keep it out of here because sports is our religion. As Texas just so nailed, that is correct. That's our religion. Sports right here. So that was a good one, Texas. I like that. Caleb, hey, fellow Aussies, who else is sick of the same 4 ads being played on ESPN? Been so annoying. All ads are annoying, really. What ads are? They do that over here sometimes, Caleb. We see the same ads on apps. Like I have when I watch games on apps or like wrestling, things like that, they'll play the same 3 or 4 ads over and over and over, and it's really irritating. So it's 2-2 now, 2 outs. They have nobody on. It's bottom of the 6th inning. Melendez is up right now, and it's 0-1 on him. Riley, it's the state of the league below the AFL. Also, there is the WAFL in Western Australia. Oh, buddy, Paul, you guys are throwing. I'm just going to watch the AFL. I'm going to watch this league. It took me almost 2 years to say I know about 90% of what's going on. And the guys that have been watching me for a while, just like everybody in here, I like to know histories and, everything we grew up with, everybody in here. I always say we have the smallest chat, but we have the greatest chat because everybody's knowledgeable in here. We have great back and forths. We have great disagreements in here, and everybody's cool with each other. And that's what makes the basement so great. It's just a hangout. And we all can have our own opinions on stuff in these sports things. But all these different leagues, I'm slowly getting into other leagues, man. But going to WAFL and SANFL, I didn't even know those things existed, honestly, until just a couple months ago. All right, that's 3 gone. Look at Holmes. Why couldn't Holmes do this in the 9th inning? Holmes comes in, pitches 2 clean innings. Almost. The VFL, though, didn't the VFL become the AFL? Riley, it became the AFL, didn't it? Does a VFL exist somewhere? Mr. Marine, at least we can all say that we hate Coldplay, Bon Jovi, Kiss, Cinderella, Firehouse. Yes. We can all say that we hate Coldplay, Bon Jovi, Kiss, Cinderella, Firehouse. I can't believe you didn't name the band, Mr. Marine. I was waiting to read the band. Nickelback. Firehouse, Mr. Marine. I can't even believe. Do you know I didn't even acknowledge Firehouse until you brought that? I probably would have never thought about them. They were awful. Firehouse was definitely even in the lower end than Cinderella was. Can you imagine that Cinderella was better than Firehouse and Slaughter and Warrant and Winger? Oh, Winger. So that's why grunge had to happen. Grunge had to happen to save America from these awful bands. Oh, and Kiss, you know what's funny? Kiss and Bon Jovi blow those bands away. Isn't that really bad? You know what's funny, Mr. Marine? From all those bands back then, Duran Duran was better than all of them. Duran Duran and Culture Club, Boy Joe, they're better than all of them. They're better than all of them. Caleb, originally it was only state leagues for AFL, but since VFL was the biggest, it was able to become the national competition through the 80s and into the 90s. Now, did the VFL become the AFL in 1995? Was it 1995? I got to be close if it's not 95, I got to be close. Texas, watch the ads. It's going to add up to a bag of chips for Rocco. Right. Andy, Andy, you just missed Lou. Lou was in here. He's happy that his Mets won, but Andy, keep your prayers up. Lou is in Tampa, Andy. Lou is in Tampa. He just lost his power. Andy, he just lost his power. He's in Tampa. But believe it or not, he's very happy because his Mets won, so he's hanging on to that right now. Angus, thank you for keeping the stream politics free. Ever since social media arrived, people have lost the ability. Right. Like I said, that's why I've always told people, I respect everybody's opinion and their opinion to vote for who they want to vote for, their beliefs, all of it. I just want to keep it sports in here. And everybody's been respectful of that, and I thank you all for being respectful of that. So thank you very much. Colin, I don't agree with the 9 and par, but I'm not about to start. The 9 and par. Bam, went right over my head again. Paul, just trying to confuse the hell. You sure are. It's easy to do. I'm a 4 decades New York Jets fan, Paul. It's easy to do. All right, Verdugo's leading off, top of the 7th. I mean, how smart could I be? I'd rather listen to Striper and Zebra, Mr. Marine, Zebra. They were the regular at the Sundance in Bayshore, New York. The Sundance, Zebra and Blue Oyster Cult played there quite often. I think it was in Bayshore, the Sundance. It was they used to call it the Scum Dance. It was a real low end, but a lot of big bands, big metal bands that weren't big then played there. If anybody doesn't know, look up Sundance, Bayshore. Zebra was like the Verdugo. Thanks for running it out. Caleb, VFL still exists in reserve leagues similar to WAFL and SA. Wow. Texas, Boy George was on a team. He gets exception. Boy George, I'm just saying, he had bigger hits than a lot of those bands we just named. Caleb, VFL changed AFL 1990. Okay, I was off by a few years. Raleigh, OG cellar dweller, and our other Marine representative in the basement. We have both Marines in the basement. Raleigh, what's up, Johnny, and fellow dwellers? Go Padres. Raleigh, I'm on the Padre bandwagon. I want the Dodgers eliminated. I hate the Dodgers. It's very hypocritical, Raleigh, as a Yankee fan, to hate the Dodgers, but I hate them, and I want them gone. Yes, Raleigh. Yes, Raleigh. Rick, I like Duran. Yeah, Duran Duran was better than the bands we mentioned, and definitely better than Nickelback and Coldplay for sure. Rick, 100% agree with that. I'm not a huge fan of theirs, but I will definitely give you that. What does the SANFL stand for, though? Is it South Australian National Football League or Footy League? South Australian National Footy League. Am I close? Paul, 1990, Collingwood won the first AFL premiership. Boom, I'll remember that. Good. I like to build up some of my history here. Texas, Boy George. Soto, come on. 2 outs, Soto's up. Look how fast the Yankees are just getting out. They need a little bit of the Mets flair, man. Get some guys on base, move them around, small ball. Come on, Yankees. Come on, Soto. Let's go, man. Oh, this guy's coming close to hitting Soto, and we know that's not what he wants to do. Breakaway league in 1897 for another league, the VFA. Whew. You guys are going to be swarm my brain, saturate my brain with all these terms. I appreciate the history, though, Caleb. Be right back. All right, Texas. Andy, I was going to say, Andy, no politics in here, Andy. You have the right to vote for whoever you want to vote for. We don't do politics in here, Andy. But yeah, like I said, no matter who you guys are voting for, it's on you. I'm not very big into politics to begin with. So Zebra was Zeppelin clone. Blue Oyster Cult was actually good. Blue Oyster Cult was good. I wasn't ripping on them, Mr. Marine. I'm just saying they were regulars at the Sundance. I think they were Bayshore or East Islip, one of the two. But I was very young back then. Sundance, you got to look it up. I think Motley Crue played there too when they were young, and Guns N' Roses, I think, played there before they were like real bands. Pretty sure. You have to check it out. Dodgers up 1 early. Andy, I respect you, Johnny. I won't mention it again. It's okay, Andy. Like I said, everybody's fine. It's okay. You're good. Andy, I love that you're back here. That's what's most important. I love that you're back here, Andy. That's what's most important, man. I hope you're doing well, Andy. You mean the world to this. You've been around in this chat for over 2 years. You haven't been here in a little while, but we love to see you in here, Andy. Like I said, I respect everybody's rights and what they want to do, and it's fine with me. Riley, I know my SA NFL. I'm going to call it the Sandville Club. Soto got the walk. Aaron Judge coming up. Come on, Judge. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Can we get one out of the park, please, Aaron? Come on, man. He's my favorite player, man. They're going to switch pitchers. Come on. They're either having a mound meeting or they're going to switch pitchers. But come on, come on, Judge. Come on. Angus, Kiss ripped off the New York Dolls and polished up the sound. Hey, Angus, Rush, my favorite band, one of my favorite bands of all time, Rush, was a regular opening act for Kiss way back when, before Rush became Rush. Regular opening act for Kiss. True story. Thank you, Riley. Finally, South Australian. Oh, I nailed it. I wasn't sure if it was National Footy League or National Football League. Bang! Well, actually, I was saying everything, so I guess of my 4 guesses, something was going to be right. Rick, Bayshore is where I'm from. Then you know what I'm talking about, Rick. Oh, wait, I don't forget it. Rick, are you like, you're older, right? So you should remember then. Sundance was by like Southside Hospital. The Sundance was like right near Southside Hospital, near the end of Main Street. I don't know what it is now, but it was right near Southside Hospital, like heading, well, whatever, heading west or east. Yeah, Rick. Then you should know what I'm talking about if you're old enough. I guarantee you it was right there on Main Street, or you could probably catch it off Union Boulevard, depending on which way you're coming from. Paul, unfortunately, in Australia, it's compulsory to vote. Otherwise, I honestly wouldn't bother. Yeah, I'm just not big into it. I was years and years ago, but then I kind of just fell off it. I just don't get involved in it anymore. Caleb, gotta love the Yanks working the count this game, shooting more. Yes, they are showing more fight, Caleb. They're making them work. At least they're not swinging at everything right away. Texas, Marine, check my community post. Caleb, yeah, you got fined down here for not really. Wow. Yankee, good evening. Yankee Kyle in the basement. Yankee Kyle's in the basement. What's going on, Yankee Kyle? Good to see you in here, brother. Thanks for all the support. And anybody in here that doesn't subscribe to Yankee Kyle, please do. Please subscribe to his channel. He's actually funny when he goes live. Kyle, I'll be on one of your lives again soon, man. You've been showing up live when I've been busy, man, because I like to pop into your lives from time to time. Here we go with Aaron Judge. 1 man on, 2 outs. Yankee Kyle has funny lives. He's cool to watch, man. He's cool to watch. Come on, Judge. It's already 0-2. Come on, Aaron. Don't be the new A-Rod. Don't be the new A-Rod, please. He doesn't deserve that. Please, Aaron. Please. Come on, Judge. I'm pulling for you. Come on. Come on, man. Angus can't stand Kiss. Ram One's best punk band ever saw 2 times in 82 when I was 14. CBGB was a sweatbox. Wow. Yeah, Mr. Marine hates Kiss. I can vouch for. He hates them with a passion. All right, 2-2. 2-2. Come on, work that count. Texas, Rush is awesome. Rush is like my favorite prog band, like of all time. You guys ever heard of Return to Forever? Wow, what an amazing instrumental band that is. Return to Forever. Return to Forever. Amazing instrumental band. Prague, big time. Great band. Check them out. All right, anyway, judges, work the count from 0-2 to full count. Oh, come on, Judge. Struck out. Come on. Do you want to hear a stat? And I hate to say this stat. Oh, he held up. Can they challenge that? He definitely held up. Well, anyway, I guess they're not challenging it unless they are, and they just went to commercial too fast. But Judge, in his postseason career, has never hit the go-ahead home run or go-ahead hit in the 7th inning on in his career. I didn't even know that. Come on, man. I don't want to even sound like I'm hating on the guy. Come on, he's my favorite. I have 3 Aaron Judge jerseys, 2 All-Star ones, this year's All-Star one. This was 2023. And I have his away jersey. Come on. Yeah, Texas, Rush is awesome. Rush is freaking phenomenal. Texas, Alex Lifeson is a grossly underrated guitarist. Grossly underrated. And I think it's because Geddy and Neil are super gods at their respective instruments. Alex Lifeson is grossly underrated. We're at commercial break, guys. Manav, good evening, Yankee Kyle. GB, another cellar dweller in Ozzy, representing the basement. Good day, Johnny Rock and the Basement Brain Busters. GB has the greatest opening, and everybody knows it. He has the greatest openings of anybody. It's true. We all have our thing in here, and that's GB. It's got to go to work, so a thumbs up. Riley, my Sandful team are the North Adelaide Roosters. Go the... It just doesn't sound right, me saying that out loud, so I'm not going to. So have a great day, GB. I'm not saying that out loud. Riley, I think the USAFL is the AFL is in. Oh, okay. And now it's the UFL, the United Football League, Riley. The XFL and the USFL combined to the UFL. I still haven't watched it, but people told me that if I want to go back to what football actually used to be like with real hitting without flags, I should watch some UFL games. That's what I'm told. I'm told the UFL gives you real hitting like it used to be without all the flags. So I might actually check some out this spring when it comes around. Yankee Kyle saying, what's up? Rush is much better than Kiss. Oh, way better than Kiss, Angus. Can you imagine? They were the opening act for a long time. That's a true story, Angus. Rush was the opening act for a long time. Long time. That's very true. Most of the 70s. Rocco would be Trump and Kamala. Right, Rocco for president. Look how strong Rocco, he's asleep right now. I did show him in the beginning. Rocco's strong. He's stronger than anybody. He'd be the strongest one. He never gives up. Good one, Texas. Good one, Texas. Johnny, I'm good. Good to hear it, Yankee. I'll be back in one of your lives soon. You popped up live. Usually I'm busy, man, but I try to pop in, man. I try to support the channels, man, Yankee. You're just funny to watch, man. I really like it, man. It's just calming. It's really cool, man. Riley, Woodville, Torrens, really good history because they merged with Woodville and then the old Eagles, West Torrens. I can't even comment on that. But cool, Riley. Keep bringing it. Come on, Canley. Tommy Canley's out there. Canley's been pretty reliable. He definitely didn't swing on that. Anybody? I'm way behind. Let me catch up with you guys. Rush has some amazing songs, Riley. Don't get me started on Rush. Come on, get there, Soto, get there. All right, that's one out. Caleb, that was not a strikeout. Come on, Blue. That was not a strikeout. That was not a strikeout. Now look at that, Cullen, one for Rocco. There you go. Angus, hardcore scene was amazing, awesome in the early 80s to mid 80s. Oh, you were, yeah, Mr. Marine, you were into some punk too, right? You know what I do know about Mr. Marine? I wasn't a big punk guy, but I do remember when Pat Smear was in the Germs. The Germs were a decent punk band. The Germs. Leafs can't get anything going. What's the score there? All right, we got one out. Tommy Canley's been a pretty reliable reliever, man. Pretty reliable. Saw the most infinite, didn't use it. Ha ha. Gotcha, Angus. Rocco for president. Amen. Hey, maybe Rocket. Oh, get that. 2 outs. Good. Sorry to cut that off. Gunner, actually, I want Rocco for offensive coordinator for the Jets. I think Rocco should be offensive coordinator for the Jets. Rocco for OC. Rocco for Jets OC. Aaron Judge. Oh, Gardini's back. Aaron Judge really turned into arson. Gardini, Aaron Judge, I hate to say it. Yes, he's turning into A-Rod. He's turning into A-Rod of the playoffs. He has 0 go-ahead hits or home runs from the 7th inning on in his postseason career. 0. I didn't even know it was that bad. And I know when this series started, he was hitting 206 for his average. I don't know what it is now. That was at the start of the series. I don't know what it is now. Go the mighty Eagles. You talking about West Coast Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, both? Gardini, Aaron Judge turns it. I just read that. Angus, toilet was brutal in CGG. You smell like death. I don't know the band, so I can't comment on it. Cabrera gets the 3rd out. Yankees coming up. Top of the 8th, guys. Top of the 8th. Yeah, Mr. Marine is great with the hardcore, and Angus is too. Genesis. That's a good shout out, Rick. That's a good shout out. A lot of people forget what a dominant drummer Phil Collins was. Phil Collins was an amazing, another grossly underrated performance. People are like, Phil Collins, the singer? Yeah, Phil Collins was an amazing drummer. A lot of people forget Peter Gabriel was the original lead singer for Genesis. Good shout out on that one, Rick. Rush is always going to be my favorite prog band, but I like Genesis, man. That was a good shout out, Rick. Good one. 1-0 Montreal. Rangers are busting the Penguins all over the place. Half the time I turn to it, it's commercial. How is that possible? Pat Benatar was the hottest thing in rock, late 70s, 80s. Yeah, Mr. Marine, you got that right. Caleb J, I like that. You made sure you threw that in there twice in the same comment. Love it, Mr. Marine. Caleb JB, what do you think of the Yanks going back to the old road uniforms for this year? You know what? I didn't like it at first, Caleb, but they've grown on me. I kind of like it. They've grown on me. I kind of like it. We had a guy that was a regular here, Truba. He's an OG dweller. He called him Joe's Meat. He looked like a Joe's Meat Market softball team, like a local softball team jerseys. I don't mind them now. I didn't really like them in the beginning, but they've kind of grown on me. Man. But I always like the one with the white perimeter. That's the one I have. End of the second period, Rangers are winning 4-0 still. I want to get a Juan Soto. If I was to get that particular jersey, the old road ones, I'll get it. It'll be a Juan Soto one, but I will not get a Juan Soto anything unless they extend them. I'm not. Why would I get a Juan Soto? People are like, you don't get a Juan Soto. Jerseys are my thing. I love jerseys. The hockey guy makes me look like I don't have any jerseys. I just can't get a Juan Soto jersey unless he's going to be with the team for a long time. What a waste of money to buy a 22 jersey and then he's not on the team anymore. I'm not going to do that. Angus, I love the germs. Pat Smear was later in the rhythm guitars for Nirvana. Yep, I love his style. I love Pat Smear. I'm not a big Foo Fighters guy. I like Foo Fighters songs or I don't like them. You know what I mean? I respect Foo Fighters. I respect the band. But when they brought Pat Smear over, I forget the name of the album, but it was the one with Monkey Wrench. I think that's when Pat Smear first appeared with Foo Fighters. In Nirvana, I know he was on there too. Once I saw him, I'm like, oh, I'm all in. You got Pat Smear, I'm all in. That dude is just great, man. I like watching him play. Yep, I'm a Pat Smear fan. So when I saw him and I saw the germs, I was like, what? He's part of Nirvana now? Now he's part of Foo Fighters? All right, I'm gonna give more of a listen now. Austin Wells is up 1-0 on him right now, top of the 8th inning. Let's go, Yankees. TD Tommy, welcome into the basement. Subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button, and you nailed it, sir. No more Kansas City championships, please. You nailed it, TD. 100% TD. Now, can I take a stab here? Are you TD Tommy? Like, I'm going to go way back. Is your name like TD Tommy Vardell? Do you remember the running back? They used to call him TD Tommy. You're not talking about Tommy Vardell, are you? I'm really going way back. Raleigh, Johnny, I think the Jets are going to beat up on my Bills this Monday. Just weird stuff going on with the past couple of weeks. Dude, I'm telling you, Raleigh, I honestly don't know. Well, Raleigh, we have Gunner that's worried about this. I'm going to give you the Bills Mafia update in here, Raleigh. OG Gunner says they're going to beat the Jets 21-10, but he's very nervous about the Jets defense. Lamario says the Bills are going to beat the Jets 47-7, and now you think the Jets are going to win. This is where I stand on it. The Jets are going to lose a close game. I don't see the Jets winning because when I think of, are the Bills really going to lose 3 in a row? Stanton's up right now. Wells got out. Are the Bills really going to lose 3 in a row? Or are the Jets really going to lose 3 in a row? What's more believable? The Jets losing 3 in a row is more believable. Not because of their defense, because their offense is completely out of sync. They're not going to get blown out, but I don't see the Jets winning. I don't feel anything in my soul that the Jets are going to win, Raleigh. I know we're both on downers because we both lost 2 in a row, but I'm like, what's more believable? Raleigh, put it like this to yourself. The Bills 3 in a row or the Jets 3 in a row? The Jets losing 3 in a row. That's more believable. I'm mad at myself for buying in and talking like, oh, we're going to be a 2-horse race. And I think the Bills will get it right because Josh Allen, I think the Bills will be fine. I get it, though. I get where you're coming from, Raleigh. But those play calls by McDermott were atrocious. 3 passes out of your own end zone? 3 passes out of your own end? That's atrocious. And I'm talking, this is coming from a guy that has Nathaniel Hackett as our offensive coordinator, who's the worst of the worst. So I hear you, Raleigh. I hear you, man. I hear you. Stanton threw a high fly ball. It's gone. Stanton knocked one out of the park. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Giancarlo Stanton put the Yankees ahead 3-2. Knocked the home run out of the park. Stanton. See, look at that. Stanton. Not Soto, not Judge. Stanton. Rick, yes, Gabriel, I wanted to come back to that. I saw you type that when I was talking about other stuff. Gabriel and Collins went on to have great solo careers, and it's really, really easy to say that Collins had the more dominant solo career. Although Gabriel had a nice solo career, Collins had like a monster solo career. I'm a Phil Collins fan. Soundgarden was the best that came out of Seattle. Mr. Marine, Alice in Chains, amen. In that order. Mr. Marine, in that order. Right. Alice in Chains, then Soundgarden. And that's like a 1 and a 1A. Pearl Jam, they say, is the greatest thing ever. I'm not a Pearl Jam fan. Just not. And I don't consider them grunge. Maybe 10. 10 was a good album. That was kind of grunge. But the rest of Pearl Jam, I don't call them grunge anymore. 10 was a good album. I like 10. But Alice in Chains, Lane Staley, what a front man. So Jazz, come on, Jazz, hit one out of the park just to shut the fans up. Just to shut the fans up. They do deserve the boo them because Jazz said Kansas City got lucky last game. I get the booing because we would be doing that to a player that talked crap about us. I get it. He went for a home run, but it turned out to be a long fly out to the first baseman. Trying to get a hold of, I don't want to waste Lou's battery. I'm just sending that. We're saying prayers up for him, man. Lou is in Tampa. For those that don't know, my co-host on here, Lou, he's in Tampa. So I'm just sending him some prayers up texts. The Hockey Guys jersey collection is actually insanity. It is insanity, Caleb. It's crazy. Riley, that is a whole bunch of premierships, bro. Wow. A whole lot. Thanks for typing all that out, man. It sounds like you're typing out like the New York Yankees history because that's a lot of their history right there. All the 20s was the Yankees. Most of the 30s was the Yankees. So it sounds very similar. And the 50. Hold on. Come on, Volpe. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-1 count. 2-1 count. Yankees 3-. Mike Stanton. Remember Mike Stanton, the catcher? Mike Stanton, the catcher. I think he was around. Didn't he platoon with Joe Girardi for a little while? Oh, I'm thinking Mike Stanley. Was it Stanton or Stanley? Now I forget. Premiership 4, Torrens official. Disbanded for the duration of World War I during World War II, West Torrens. Wow. Riley, I would be impressed if I even remember a lot of this, but I am so thankful for you typing all of this out. And I'm not kidding. Come on, Volpe. Don't look at that. Full count. Full count. Let's go. Cullen. Is there a test later, Riley? Cullen wants to know, is there going to be a test? Quiz. Angus, I've heard that. A basement quiz. I've heard that, Marine. I want to see that, Marine. What do you say? Oh, let me tell you something. Hold on. Full count, 2 outs, nobody on. Walked them. Walked them. Mr. Marine, for those that don't know, is a Lemmy Motorhead maniac. Mr. Marine, that is his band. It's the #1 metal band, the #1 front man. Don't tell Mr. Marine anything different. That is his band right there. That is his front man right there. I love Motorhead. I love Lemmy. They're great. That's his favorite metal band. And they are monsters. Absolute monsters. Absolute monsters. He knows I'm an Iron Maiden guy all the way. Bruce Dickinson and Judas Priest, Rob Halford. These are all like legendary frontmen. Legendary. We all have our favorites. But these are all bands that I love. Like, we're arguing amongst legends, amongst legends, amongst legends. Like, I mean, these guys, you can't go wrong with any of them. Cabrera up, 1 man on, 2 outs. Let's go. Angus, I've heard that, Marine. I want to see that. Yeah, he's mentioned it here a few times. I want to see it too, actually. I haven't seen it yet either. Stone Temple Pilots was a great band too. I like them better than Pearl Jam also. I like Alice in Chains and the best. They're my favorite, but Stone Temple's got a lot of respect, man. A lot of respect with them too, Rick. That's a good one. Stone Temple Pilots, definite. You're right. And you know what's kind of funny? They're kind of forgotten about, and they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. But you know what? You're right, though, Rick. When you mention them, I'm like, you know what? They're always not mentioned. They should be mentioned more. Come on, Cabrera. That was a ball 3. Angus, in my opinion, the best grunge band is Mudhoney. Wow. Don't sound grunge to me, but like the Stooges. Wow. Mudhoney. I know who they are, Angus. I'm kind of middle of the road on them, but I hear you. I hear you. Trust me, Angus. In here, we let you know when a bad team or someone likes a bad team or a bad band, especially a bad band. We let you know, and we're all guilty of one of them. All right, Cabrera, 3-2, one man on. Full count. Come on, Cabrera. Come on. And we all have a band or a song that we don't want anybody else to. You know, you all have one. You all have one. What is your song that you're embarrassed to say that you really like when it comes on, but you wouldn't play it in front of anybody? What is it? Come on, let's go. Let's go. That's what we should do in here. Name the song you're most embarrassed that you like. We all have one. Come on, guys. Let's go. You want me to get it started? I'll get it started. After this inning is over, I'll get it started. Lemmy Kilmister movie is amazing, awesome. He was such an amazing human being, man of life. He was God to me. Yes, Mr. Marine, and I respect that 110%. I want to see the movie. I'm going to watch the movie for sure. I'm going to watch it. Verdugo quickly swinging, grounds out the first. First pitch swinging. Come on. Work that count a little bit. John Carlos Stanton, thank you. Yes, L7, another good shout out, Texas. Let me see if this is Lou. Another good shout out on that one, Texas. Mr. Marine, Maiden, Judas Priest, as good as can be. Two great frontmen. Only why Lemmy is best bass player ever. Such talent. Everything he did in life was great. I get it, Mr. Marine. Like I said, we all have our favorites, and those three guys that we are talking about are so monstrous. You can't go wrong with any. And I respect, it's like when we say in here, you like Walter Payton, you like Barry Sanders. There's such easy arguments and over legends, Montana, Brady, the whole thing. So I get it. Absolutely get it. Absolutely get it. That's why it was funny when we're talking about this style of bands. And then Nickelback comes into the freaking although Mr. Marine lets Gunner pay for that all the time. Nickelback in the middle of that. Rangers are still winning 4-0 with 12:50 left in the third. Boy, Igor Shesterkin turning down and betting on himself. This is a great start to do that. Lemmy was very cool. Said things straightforward. I heard Lemmy would be like, before shows, would be in like a local bar having a few beers at the local bar. Like people couldn't believe he was there. Stuff like that. That's real. That's like real deal person, man. Mr. Marine, is that your favorite one? There you go, Mr. Marine sets it off. Hit me, baby, one more time. Mr. Marine sets it off with the song. Everybody has a song that you're embarrassed to say, yeah, okay, I like that song. I like that song. You want to know what mine is? Culture Club's Time. Time won't give me time, and time makes love. That one. I love that song. I will admit it in here. I can't sing it as good as Boy George can, but I love that song. Time by Culture Club is a classic song. I like that one. And Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. Fast Car is the other one that I really, really like. But I wouldn't blast it, but I like it. And it is on my Spotify. Both of those songs are on my Spotify. So it's a little weird going from like Judas Priest to Time or to Fast Car. It's funny. I've been a member of, but Mr. Marine, thank you. You jumped in with it, and there you go. Boom, hit me, baby, one more time. Come on, guys. Everybody has one. Come on, bring them in, and we'll continue this on the next chat too. This topic ain't going away. Eminem Slim Shady song. Manav jumps in with one. Eminem has a lot of great songs. I didn't really care for that one, but good one, Manav. Good one. He jumps in with one. Manav jumps in the fray. Riley, Rush, Limelight. I'm kind of you know what's funny? Limelight, of all the great Rush songs. Kaylee, let's go. 0-1. Is that going to drop in? Go foul, go foul, go foul. Oh, then Verdugo and Jazz. Big ups. They really tried to get that. I love the hustle. Love the hustle. Lou wants you all to know. I just texted him. I've been texting with him. And he finally answered. He said, thank you to everybody for praying up for him and thinking of him. He said he just wants to let you all know he has no power, and the Mets won. Mets as important as the Hurricane, right? Yep. He wants you all to know, thanks for thinking of him. Thanks for the prayers up. Thanks for all of it. And he wants you all to know the Mets won. That's basement strong right there. Gunner, Montreal. Wow, how does that make you feel? Oh, wait, hold on. Bruin, Dust for Life. They're not bad. Just wanted to shout them out. Dust for Life. I don't know that one. Oh, Texas, ABBA. Ace of Base. Oh, wow. Ace of Base. I forgot that one. Texas. ABBA. They are around for a long time, but it's like Ace of Base. Limelight is like, I'm such a huge Rush fan, Riley, that Tom Sawyer and Limelight, I'm kind of over those songs. Like I can name you Rush songs you probably never heard of. Maybe you have if you're a big Rush fan, but I always say I could play B-side for the younger guys. B-side meaning the backside to an album, the B-side of an album. I could make a complete collection of classic Rush off the B-side. Yes, Texas, I turn those tunes the loudest. Amen. Oh, yeah. Those are like, come on. Raleigh, Agora Hills by Doja Cat. John, you probably don't know that song, but it slaps. I don't know that song, but I'm going to write that down to listen to it, Raleigh. Agora Hills. I'm going to see what that's about. Doja Cat. All right. Ace of Base. I saw the sign. That was Alex Cora's song. I saw the sign by Ace of Base. I saw the sign. Yep. Got me suspended, but I got my job back. Lamario Gunner, Montreal won. I read that. Bagpipes, polka, and yodeling. Holy crap. Wow, Texas, you're going all in. I brought up a topic you were waiting for. Yodeling, really? Bagpipes is all right. Yodeling. Oh, really? Texas, yodeling. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've known anybody that likes yodeling. I thought when I saw the Y, they're going to say like Yanni. Yodeling. Gunner, let's go Canadians. Gardini, Yankees brass treats Giancarlo like A-Rod when he performs like Jeter, and they treat Judge like boom! Gardini, you nailed it. If you look at Stanton's postseason career numbers, which is only with the Yankees because Miami never made the postseason, and Judge's, that is 1,000% true, Gardini. They want people to believe that Stanton's a joke in the postseason, and he's not. Bobby Witt Jr., by the way, guys, has not done much of anything either, and his batting average was better than Judge's during the season. Now he's coming up. Let me not jinx this. Luke Weaver is out. Fast Car was catchy. Yes, that was a catchy song. Good one, Mr. Marine. Boo Canadians. Angus, Lemmy was at the Rainbow Grill often. There was a statue of him there. Lemmy is, it's hard to, he is amazing. Oh, Time of My Life, Green Day. Oh, Riley jumping in with a bad one that he likes. Time of My Life. Oh, I can see, because that's like a song either you like it or you don't. And that's, you know what? The lyrics are really good in that song. Good one, Riley. I like that. Paul, yeah, Fast Car is good. I like that. I'll always like that song, Fast Car. by Tracy Chapman because it's so deep. The song, when you hear those lyrics, she sings those lyrics so deep. Those lyrics are meaningful. Meaningful. Wow, that's a great song. I never turn it off when that song comes on. Never. 3-2, Bobby Witt. We got 1-1 on him right now. Luke Weaver being asked for a 4-out save here, guys. A 5-out save. There's only one out. Only one out. 5-out save. Angus, fight for your right to Beastie Boys. That was their worst song, too, Angus. That was their worst song. Right. I remember the video. I was in high school then. Oh, that's a hit. He got a hit. Dang it, man. All right, Bobby Witt got a hit. He's on. That's all right. We're going to get everybody else out. Fight for your right. Good one. See, everybody, just let him out. Just let him out. Let him out. I told you what I liked. Caleb, I hate Limp Bizkit, but break stuff is kind of fun to listen to with me. Break stuff. All right, it's so like such a basic song, but it bangs. Right, it just bangs. Right, it does. It does. Caleb, yeah. I love anything from UK band The Cure and you. Oh, by the way, The Cure. There's one. That's another one. That love song. No matter how far away, I will always love you. You know the song, love song. I like that one too. I like that one too. Uh-oh, that's a hit. Oh no, Volpe. What a play. What a play by Anthony Volpe. Wow, that was a great, I thought that was dropping in. He dove for that. Great play by Volpe. Wow, that was a big time play. I thought that was dropping in. Talking Heads, come on, Burning Down the House. Talking Heads has a lot of great songs, though, Cullen. I never ran out to buy their stuff, but they have a lot of, Talking Heads has a lot of good songs, man. I mean, David Byrne is just like, his lyrics are just like out there. You consider yourself letting the days go by. Yeah, I always like, you know what's funny? They're one of those bands I didn't really run out to buy their stuff, but I never really disliked any of their stuff. That Talking Heads was a good band. They were a good band. David Byrne was like, it's like a really like different kind of guy. His lyrics were just the way he sounded. Yeah. The Cure are great. The Cure has a lot of catchy songs. The Love Song was another one that I liked. Gunnar, we have a tough schedule coming up. You got the Kings tomorrow, Panthers, and Blackhawks. Blackhawks are still building up their team. Kings and Panthers are definitely tough. Panthers are really tough. Blackhawks, we'll see. We'll see what they bring this year. Caleb, not bad. Break Stuff is just like a good angry song, right? The Kings and the Panthers are like, they're on a mission to get back there again. All right, we got man on first and second. Man on first, 1 and 2, 2 outs. Come on, Luke. Salvador Perez is up. Come on. I think that's getting in the stands. Cabrera stretches into the stands, but too far. Beastie's worst song, Pollywogs. I've heard that one. You're right. That's a bad one. I'm just saying, like, Fight for Your Right to Party was on License to Ill, which was a great album. And to have that on there, it was like Rivendell on Fly By Night by Rush. Fly By Night album by Rush, one of their greatest albums. Rivendell, like, brings that down quite a few notches. I hate that song. That's like one of the worst Rush songs ever. It's 2 and 2 right now, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. The last guy you really want up besides Bobby Witt, Salvador Perez. Actually, I'd rather have Bobby Witt up than Salvador Perez in these situations. The guy's money. He's won a World Series. He's been around the league for 900 years. This is not an easy out by any stretch. But we got 2 strikes on him with 2 outs. Let's go. Base hit. What did I tell you? Bobby Witt's going to definitely go to third. He went to third. First and third, 2 outs. Come on. I told you Perez is not an easy out, man. He's been on the freaking league forever. Morrissey and the Smiths. Oh, they are bad. Good shout out on that. They are bad. Gunner, I think they can win tomorrow. Oh, you're thing. Yep. Volpe making up for his mistake earlier, no doubt. That's what I mean. Like Volpe, I like him in the field for the most part. I like 95% of his game in the field. I'm not sold on his bat. I'm still not sold on his bat, Caleb. I think at this point he should be hitting better than he is. They're having a meeting on the mound right now, guys. Meeting on the mound. Weaver, I mean, come on, man. You can't waste a lot of pitches with him now. We need him for the ninth. Eye of the Tiger song. You know when the Eye of the Tiger song, Riley, is really good? When you're watching Rocky. Like when you see Rocky training and Mr. T, Club of Light. That's the best Rocky to me. I was a big Mr. T fan growing up. So believe it or not, I was going for Mr. T in that movie. When I was kids, I was like 11. That song is great when you're watching the movie. But yeah, good shout out. It is good, though. Angus, the final count time by Europe is so bad. Really bad, bad, bad. It's so bad that you listen to it, Angus. That's what you mean by that. The final countdown is so bad that when Angus hears it, he's like, oh, I hate this song as he's turning it up. I hate this song. Putting the volume up. I hate this song. And he's still turning it up, turning it. Man, I hate this song. That's what you do with that one, Angus, right? Come on, admit it. You know you turn that up. You know the other one? 0-1 right now. 0-1. Let's go on Gurriel. How about it's the eye in the sky looking down at you. I can read your mind. I don't forget who sings that song, but that one. They played the beginning of it at games. Angus, you know you listen to that final countdown. That's why you hate it so much, because you hate that you listen to it when it comes on. Gurriel flies out. The Yankees are getting out of this inning. We're getting out of this inning. I don't know enough songs to really pick any. That's okay, Gunner. You named the band of bands in here. You named Nickelback, and that sums it up for you, Gunner. Hurt is a powerful song. It is a powerful song, Angus. Yes, 100%. Raleigh, I don't like the Smiths, but I ironically can turn any song of theirs off when it's on. That's what I just said about Angus. That's why I said it's so bad, bad, bad. Like, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. And he listens to the whole – he hates that he's listening to the whole thing. I mean, like, everybody in it – is there anybody in here that hates everybody wants to rule the world? Everybody in here knows they love that song, and they hate that they love that song. Because we all listen to it when it comes on. Everybody wants to. You know you listen to it. You know you hate that you listen to it, but you listen to it. Texas, put one up, Manav. That is her channel. Manav, going to eat my dinner now. Johnny's still here. Yes, Manav. Good stuff, Manav. Good stuff, Manav. Glad you're still here, brother. Always happy that you're here. Texas, put one. Oh, I read that. It's Cullen, I've told my daughter if she doesn't play a Jimmy Barnes Cold Chisel song at my funeral, I will come back to haunt her. I've heard enough Cold Chisel, man. I did some on the Basement Squad. It's good, man. It's good stuff. Jimmy Barnes is really good, man. I saw the one he did with Tina Turner also, man. That was a good collab there. Rest in peace, Tina. That's right. She died this year too. Man, a lot of people are dying. And those that don't know, Abdul Salam, Sack Exchange, passed away. I hope the glare doesn't screw it up. Abdul Salam. Right there. 74. Gassino, Klecko, Abdul Salam, Marty Lyons. These guys were monsters, man. Monsters. He passed away. Please rest his soul. Abdul Salam. Peace. Soldier of peace. That's what they all called him, man. Rest in peace, man. Rick, yeah, the instrumental intro is called Sirius. Oh, that's it. That's right. That's it, Rick. You nailed it. That's it. That's it. That's another one that I hate, but I listen to it anyway. Northbound Train, it's an obscure one off their first album, Paul. Don't know that one. Oh, Don McLean. Who nailed that one? Where is it? Riley? It's Bye, Bye, Miss American Pie. That song, like, never ends. That song never ends. It goes on and on and on and on some more. Bye, bye, Miss. That song's going to be in my head now. That's the one I didn't want in my head for the night. That's the one that just made it. Shane Warne, I know who that is. He is arguably the greatest bowler, right? Cricket's ever seen. All right, let's go, Glaber. Top of the ninth inning. Yankees have a 3-2 lead. Can we add on to this 3-2 lead, please? Boom, 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 pow by Black Eyed Peas. I should make that my opening, right? Boom, boom, boom. Caleb, I remember. That was a good one, Bruin, by the way. I remember walking past the Shane Warne statue outside MCG not long after he died. What did he die of? He died young. I don't know anything much about cricket, but I did do people wanted me to look at him, so I did a video on him. I got a lot of views on that, by the way. I didn't know he passed away. He seemed like a pretty young guy. All right, 2-1 on Glaber. Nobody out, nobody on top of the ninth. Check swing. He's going to definitely be out on that. Lorenzen tags him out. Gunner, Holy by Florida Georgia Line. Not a very popular band, but I love that. I don't know that song, Gunner. That one I don't know. You got me on that one, buddy. Angus, one singer that was so bad, but as funny as Mrs. Miller. It's old lady operas singing cover songs by Nancy Sinatra and the Beatles. Angus, you got me on. Boy, Gunner and Angus both got me on one. They got me on one. I don't know either one of those. Soto grounds out. Come on. He dropped it. The first baseman dropped the ball. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go, Judge. Come on, Judge. Well, we got a gift there. Dodgers up 5-0 after Will Smith 2 runs. You know this is going to go back to L.A. Man, that stinks, man. Raleigh, come. Oh, Raleigh. That's a song right there. You know what? Hold on. 2-0 to Judge. 2-0 to Judge. Raleigh, you know what? Remember Tommy Boy? Remember when they were singing the song in Tommy Boy? Come on, Eileen. And then they couldn't do the rest of the words. When I hear that name of that song, I think of that movie. They were trying to sing it in the car because nobody knows the words of that song. Oh, I think that was I take that back. That was an REM song they were singing. American Pie is a 2-sided single record. Yeah, I hate that song, Angus. I hate it. I hate that. That's a song that's bad. Using your terms. 2-1 to Judge. Let's go. Come on, Aaron. It's time. It's time. Oh, it's heart attack. Oh, wow. Only 52. Freaking 52. 6-0 Rangers winning by a touchdown. Wow. I didn't know that. Wow, 52. Judge swung at ball 4. It's 3-2 now. Come on, Judge. Bruin, that You're So 2000 and late line. Oh, that was Bruin. That's one of the worst lines of all time. That is one of the worst lines of all time. You're So 2000. Texas, haha, I got that one stuck in your head. Yeah. Oh, no. I got one that'll get stuck in your head. I still got American Pie stuck in my head for the night. Bye. I shouldn't have brought this up because this is going to backfire on me. Australia has a baseball league. Someone else had told me, Riley, I got a lot of Aussies that are in the chat. Someone else, I think it was Tony or Wayback. One of those guys mentioned that before. They had a baseball league. So Judge walks. Austin Wells is up. Strike 1. Come on, we got to get a run in here. We got 2 outs. 1 out. 2 men on, men in scoring position, first and second, 1 out. We got to get somebody home. We need an insurance run here, guys. Angus, men without hats in their. Oh, come on. When I saw men without hats, I know you were going with that one. Safety dance. That was like number 1 in 1980, what, 3? For like ever. You can dance. You can dance. Oh, my gosh. You know what that song made me immediately think of? The right said that I'm so sexy. That safety dance is right there with the I'm so sexy for my shirt. Too sick. Those songs like go hand in hand. Austin Wells, and I didn't like that. That's not one of the ones that the guilty like. He flew out the center. No one's tagging. It wasn't even deep. Austin Baseball League is fun. Up the Melbourne Aces. Oh, wow. Okay. Adelaide Giants. All right. Never forget the 2020 ABL Championship Series. When do they play? Do they play when footy season's going on? Or do they play now? I don't know anything about. Oh, Angus, come on. That's another guilty pleasure song. And I run. Come on, everybody likes that. Stanton, Giancarlo Stanton coming up to bat. Listen to this stat, guys, for all the people that hate on Stanton. Giancarlo Stanton, in postseason history, is only second to Babe Ruth for at-bats per home runs. Every 9 at-bats in the postseason, Stanton's going to hit a home run. Only Babe Ruth is better than him in the postseason with every 8 at-bats. Then Stanton. Babe Ruth, then Stanton. That is insanity. And everybody hates on, he always sucks in the playoffs. No, he's better than Judge in the playoffs. Wow, I didn't know that. Well, I'm just. Come on, Stanton. Come on. Come on, Stanton. He flew out. Fouled out. 3 outs. That's it. It's a 1-1 game going to the bottom of the 9th, guys. Yankees got to hold on. It's a 1-run lead. Thank goodness Clay Holmes isn't going to be coming in for that. Mr. Marine, Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven, can't stand it. So overplayed, but when I hear it, I hear it live, better than studio version. Mr. Marine, that's how I feel as a big, huge, diehard Rush fan. I can't listen to Tom Sawyer anymore. I can't listen to Tom Sawyer anymore. And Limelight was mentioned in here earlier. That's another one that I can't listen to anymore. I've heard it so many times. It's like when I meet someone that says they are all into Rush and they mention those are their favorite songs, I'm like, you're into Radio Rush. That's not real Rush. That's Radio Rush. Tom Sawyer is Radio Rush. Great song, great. I mean, but I can name you a million better songs than that by Rush. Riley, 10-pin bowling is very popular in Australia. Bowling, we have the PBA tour here, if that's what you're talking about. We have the professional bowling tour here. Those guys can bowl. Like, those guys are, like, phenomenal. Blue by Eiffel 65. I don't know that one. Should I know that one, Bruin? That doesn't sound familiar. Did anybody else know that one? 5-0. 5-0. Rain. Come on, Yankees. Come on. Here we go, guys. ABL season is usually November to early February during our summer. Oh, it's only a couple of months? Flock of Seasons have a bleach blonde version of the Misfits Devil. Really? Do they really? I don't know. Like, I just knew. Is the song Run? Is it called Run? You know the song I'm talking about. But that one, that's another guilty pleasure song. I like that one too. Like, I'm a pure metalhead, man, but there are some of those kind of songs that for whatever reason I like them. Strike one. Let's go, Luke. Weaver's out there, bottom of the ninth. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Manav would love to try it out, Riley. Will NBL come to Australia again because they came out? Oh, yeah, Gunnar knows all about bowling. Gunnar, are you a good bowler? Melendez flies out to Verdugo, assuming he's going to catch it. He does. One down, guys. One down. Gunnar, I never asked you. I mean, you've been working at the bowling alley for a while. Are you a good bowler, Gunnar? I would get, like, you probably get the bowl for free, right? 10-pin bowling is popular in Australia. It's very popular here, Riley. Believe me, it's very popular here, bowling. Not to watch on TV, but their bowling alleys are pretty packed. The beer leagues, right? They call them the beer belly leagues over here. At least where I grew up, they called them that. Bruin, it was so popular on the internet back in the day, so no. I don't know that one, Bruin. That went over my head. Bowling is very popular in St. Louis. I actually have that on my YouTube playlist. Wow, there you go. Paul knows about it. Come on, let's go. It's 1-1. 1-1, one out, nobody on, bottom of the ninth. Let's go. Come on, Weaver. Come on, Weaver. Come on, Weaver. We're 1 out, 2 outs away. Garcia's up right now. We're at the bottom of their order, man. Let's go. We don't want to get Witt and all those. Well, it's going to take a little bit to get Witt back up. We're going to be in trouble if the top of the order comes back up because we're like 3 batters away from that happening. Bowling New York City is awesome here. Yeah, they. Come on, get that. Yes, Oswaldo Cabrera in foul territory. 2 outs. Yankees are 1 out away. 289 is your highest game, Gunner? So, yeah, you're a good bowler. 289 is your highest game? Goodness, man. Yeah, that answered that question. Wow, Gunner. Bruins' highest is 300. Tommy Pham is pinch hitting. We all know about Tommy Pham. He's not an easy out. Let's bowl bowling one day, Gunner, just for fun. Well, Manav, sounds like Gunner and Bruin, our basement bouncers, fun is bowling strikes like all the time. Angus, I remember the song "Take the Skin." Bowling, what? I never heard of that song. Wow, I never heard of that one. Riley, mine is 194. Yeah, I'm kind of closer to you in bowling with the score. Like, I'm not the Bruin. Maybe Bruin and Gunner on the PBA tour. What's a perfect game in bowling? Isn't it a 300? Bruin, isn't 300? What's a perfect game in bowling? I don't know. I'm just asking. I would think 300 is pretty close to it, is it not? All right, Tommy Pham's up. Let's go, guys. We know Tommy Pham is pinch hitting. He's not an easy out. He's not an easy out. Come on, Yankees. 1 more out to go. Tommy Pham, Volpe, throw it. He's fast. Throw it. Yankees win. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yankees win. The Mets knocked the Phillies out of the playoffs today, and the Yankees are 1 game away now from knocking out the Royals. Boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm talking about. Caleb, Tatis ground rule double for the Let's go, Yankees. Teach me how to get a 300 game, please, Bruin. Yeah, I know. Gunner jumps in here with 289, and Bruin's like, I'll see you 289 and drop 300 on you, fellow basement bouncer. Garrett Cole's on the mound tomorrow night. Hold on, I'm just texting Lou, guys. One last text update. All right, let me wrap some of these up and we're out of here. Giancarlo Stanton, player of the game. Giancarlo Stanton, player of the game. Giancarlo Stanton stole a base in this game and hit the game-winning home run. Go-ahead home run in the 8th inning. Stanton. I bowled 300, the perfect score, and then I woke up. Yeah, I never bowled a 300. I can't even do that. Raleigh, I was good at bowling when I was a kid. Caleb, the Yankees win. Some little John Sterling. Caleb, you are awesome with the American sports, man. That is some John Sterling right there. Wow, Bruin just like rained on your parade, Gunner, like real fast. He's like, Gunner said 294. What? I bowled a 300. Wow, Gunner rained on your, Bruin, Gunner, he rained on your parade like right away. He let you enjoy that for like 3 comments before he jumped in on that. Good night for our teams, everyone. Yippee-ki-yay, yippee-ki-yay. That's right. Angus, I have to bowl with the guardrails up. Hey, at least you admitted it. We will continue our guilty pleasure songs on the next stream, which should be tomorrow night, guys. Should be. I can't promise tomorrow night. If it is, it'll be at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I should be on. Should be. All right, let's keep it at that. Most importantly, I'll try to stay in touch with Lou and find out what's going on there, guys. Prayers up for Tampa. Most importantly, prayers up for Tampa and our great basement co-host and great basement dweller, Lou. Everybody think about Lou tonight, guys, and of course, everybody else in Tampa. Let's go, Lou, and my man Froge, who's also there. Fuzzy Bear, you guys know him too. Let's keep our prayers up. All right, guys, I'll see you all. I'm out of here. Yankees win. Yankees win. And Mets knock out the Phillies. What a day. And the Rangers win 5-0. Boom, 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 boom. Big day for New York. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Night.